I don't know.
On pure speculation, just an educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
The Madness Comic Network and Comic Related Madness proudly presents Monday Madness, featuring Pops and the Richness and indie creators from around the world. Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant on YouTube.
Hey, yo. Yeah, I don't know where my co-host is. Or my backup co-host. But my guest is here. What's up, Max?
What's up?
Man, what a day. I don't know why, but YouTube didn't start the show.
Weird.
I had to disconnect it and reconnect it. Start it like missed half the commercials and But
At least it started up.
my hat's all messed up. Yep. It's a typical day. How was your Father's Day, Max?
It wasn't bad. Did a lot of laying around, watching movies.
I did a lot of hitting golf balls and drinking shots.
There you go.
My
Whatever
son,
works for you.
My son and his brother took me out to Trine University's course. It's pretty cool. Pretty nice little course. We shot 6 over as a best ball team.
Nice.
Since both of them pretty new to the game, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they had my back when I blew it, Pop still has all the short game, though. They know it. They can crush it way farther than me, but I got all the short game.
That's all that matters. Get it to the hole. Heck
yeah. I mean, it's got to get in the hole. That's the part I'm good at.
Yep.
You can go ahead and edit that out later. Oh, wait, we're live. We don't get to edit nothing. That's right. You get the show. You get what you get.
That's right.
So, dude, Mary Machine Gun, bro.
Yeah, I've got like 50 hours left, I think. 51 hours left on it. It's been gaining backers and losing funds. These are the way it works.
Oh, you know how it goes, though. Hey, man, $7,100, dude. Killing it.
That's not bad.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Doing good. It's gonna be a good story. I mean, we'll get it printed and put out as soon as possible. Would be probably a couple weeks after Kickstarter will send us the money in a couple weeks, and then it takes a couple weeks to get it printed, and then we'll probably mail them that week, and then be done.
Nice.
Me and Johnny got a really good system set up for fulfilling everything, so we can fulfill stuff quick.
And you guys have a busy schedule moving forward too. You got to get them out so you can get
Oh,
on
yeah.
to the next one.
Yeah, we got one in July, and then September, and then October. We got lots of comics coming out the rest of the year, so it'll be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to everything you guys got going on. You know it.
Yep, Ninja Witch is the next one in July,
Ninja Witch.
which is a ninja who's a witch, and she's badass. You get to
Aren't
learn.
those ninjas already kind of.
Well, that's one of the things, they kind of already got the supernatural power, so adding it together was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah. So, is she like a all-purpose witch? Does she specialize in different stuff? What's up? I gotta know.
So far, she's the only thing you really get to see in the first issue is just it's all action. It's her going to take somebody out, and you get to see her doing all of her combat magic, which is pretty cool.
All right, there you go. Cool. So, you want to pull up the machine gun?
Sure. I got it right here.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, look at that. Now, see, that's not what mine says. Oh, it just went down. Wow, mine just went down.
See, I'm losing money and gaining backers.
71.53, and it just went down to 70.29 like yours says.
Yep.
I mean, I just pulled it up, and it said 71.53. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all don't be doing that shit.
It's all right. They got things they want to spend their money on. I understand. Everybody, might want to buy gasoline or something.
Yeah, yeah, that could be. You might need gas. Okay, if it's something you need, then yeah, I get it.
So this story picks up after the end of 2, after Mary lost her fight against Charlotte. The Valkyrie has spirited her away to a cave in Norway where she's helping her heal up and training her. And then we also follow Charlotte around and show the things that she's doing to prove to the Order that she's truly the chosen one over Mary. The art and the colors are by Fern Cord. The flat colors are by Carol Cord, his wife. It's written by me and Johnny Reed, and the lettering is by SK. So, same team as always, so you know it's going to be good.
Well, look who's here.
Somebody woke up.
What's up, Rich?
Fuck yourselves.
That's why we're here. So that Rich.
Good morning.
Good
Good afternoon. Good evening. Good schmegma. What's up?
The train strike? What happened?
What happened?
Did you get home okay, or is the train strike making it worse?
Oh, the train strike is absolute deep fuck. Every train is out. Every train is out every other day.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
It is crazy, but it is what it is. Anyway, hello, Max.
Hello.
Max
How goes?
His last
Good.
2 days, man. So
Yep.
I figured we'd get him out here one more time.
Yeah.
Nicely done. How much you got now on this one? You hit the 10 grand mark yet?
No, we're at $7,000 still.
Oh,
It keeps bouncing
goodness.
up and down.
Yeah, I like those titties on that girl, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's right. Especially she jumping on my dick.
So we got the first 7 pages.
Nicely
That's
done.
The cave that the Valkyrie has her hiding in. She's concerned about where Charlotte is. The Valkyrie basically tells her to just relax, don't worry about it. And then we cut to Charlotte as she finishes off these werewolves that Mary was getting ready to kill before she was attacked. So she sneaks into the house that Mary was tracking them down to, kicks open the door, pulls out the flintlock and just goes to town on that guy's eyeball. I love it. How
Nice.
it shoots his eye right out of his socket.
Yay. Good old fashioned, wholesome family entertainment.
Exactly.
Love it. That's what I love about it. You know, I mean, it's like Teletubbies.
And
It's actually a really gorgeous book. I'm really impressed with the layout of the pages that you have there and how the story is moving along. Good job.
thank you.
I got to
Fernando,
throw
do
something
your job.
out here, guys. Ever since the storm, we've had connectivity issues with the stream. Every now and then, you're just going to see circles for me. It bops out for 10 seconds. It comes back.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if they're even trying to fix it or if anybody's told them or anything, but I just know that it's bad. I don't know if it's the whole neighborhood. I don't know if it's just us or what, but since the storm,
Well, it's bad enough.
Since the storm, I apologize for every time you just see a little. All right, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was in the middle of watching Better Call Saul, and the reason why I'm late is I had a phone call that I had to take. I apologize for being late, guys.
Oh, you're good.
What are you laughing at? Fuck, I'm apologizing.
Look,
Whatever.
You work all day and you are later. It's much later over there. If you go to sleep, you go to sleep, bro. It's okay. I don't
give a shit. I'm not going to sleep because I'm off for the next 3 days. So, they can suck a dick. I don't give a fuck.
Aren't you glad they don't watch this show?
I don't give a shit if they watch the show. They can suck a dick. Suck a big floppy donkey dick. Or mine. With same thing. So genitalia in their face. So let me take a little closer look at this. I really love the way I really, really adore the way that the wolf is rendered.
Yeah,
you got that. That's very good. It's like it's you're still keeping some of the anatomy over instead of making him just like a human with a fucking wolf's head or some shit like that. Because there's certain things. I mean, there's nothing more ridiculous to me than a naked girl with a bunny's head on top of her head. I mean, I've seen that shit. It's fucking weird as fuck. With the porn poses and everything. I can only imagine how bad something like that would be, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So anyway, it's kind of fucked up and ugly. So, oh wow, holy fuck.
Yep,
he's suffering. He looks like he's like, rah! And she's like, I will stand here and I will kill you with this sword.
Pretty much what's going on.
Yes, I want death, blood and death and mayhem. And naughty things.
She's gonna, and then that's the end of the free pages. So you have to buy the book to figure out what else happens after that.
It looks really good. It really looks really good, Max. You did yourself really proud.
Thank you.
You really did.
Fernando,
you're very welcome.
The one who did all the made it all come to life. I just wrote the story.
Yeah, but that's where the whole thing begins. It's like that whole. It's there are some artists and some writers that are like whole chicken and the egg theory. I'm like, no, the writer comes up with the idea first, and if he happens to draw at the same time, then he draws his story, or the writer writes the story, looks for the artist, and then the artist makes the story come to life.
Makes it happen. And the good thing about
exactly
is like I don't have to write real. I can write to him instead of having to write to a general anybody artist, so I can be like, remember when we were looking at this picture and we saw this, kind of like that, and he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So
good. That's good. That's rare to have that kind of rapport with an artist. If you're a writer, you got to be you have to be somewhat flexible, mentally when it comes to stuff like that. It's not an easy thing.
No, not at all. And this is the standard cover by Fern Cord. We always put cover A by the interior artist. That way, you know what you're getting.
Yeah, of
Nothing-
course. Of
nothing-
course.
I mean, now variants are different. Variant is by Mariah Benez with colors by Fern Cord.
She's really good.
Mariah Benez is awesome. Ed Benez's
She's
sister.
really good. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let me scoop in on those a little bit. Oh yeah, there she is.
So and then
Lovely.
the Fernando's very good at doing multiple color or multiple light sources.
Yeah, I noticed that. I've noticed that. That's really good. I love the light, the ambient light on her left, and then the focus on the candle on the other one.
Yep.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Did good at that. This one's Fran Cord, which is the inker for Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space and Human Hunters. And he did this cover, which is Mary slamming the sword into the lake in Norway with the magic coming off of it, and then the Aurora Borealis. I like you can see her breath, and that's a really cool detail.
That is a cool detail. I like that. That is a dope detail, man. Good job.
And Justin Hunt with his dynamic explosion, with Mary wearing her classic outfit.
I love that classic outfit, man. I really do.
Yeah.
I love that I love that outfit. That's inspired stuff, dude. That really is. I love the loincloth. The armor around her leg is especially impressive. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, Jesus, how the hell is that holding up? And I'm like, oh wow, that's how it is. No, it works. No, it really, really, truly works, man. It really does.
And then Greg Bo Watson did this one, and the girl who did the colors for Justin, her name's Gwen something de I don't know. I can't ever say her name. She's French Canadian, so I don't ever try. I just call her Gwen.
I love French Canadian women.
Greg Bo Watson did this one, and Gwen did the colors for it. I like he's got that Disney princess look to his
He does. I like that. Yeah.
But
very Ariel-ish. Cool. It's very like part of your world.
Maybe we get Simon to come out here and teach you how to pronounce her name, Max.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, he's Canadian. You know, you just gotta. I know he's Canadian. You gotta stop paying attention to that floppy head. And then like all like the hello, buddy, or hello, guy.
I'm not your
guy, buddy. I'm not your guy, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy.
Kick the baby. Don't kick the baby.
They kick the baby. Kick the baby, buddy.
This one's by Courtney Rose with colors by Gwen also. Gwen's a busy girl coloring all sorts of things.
You know what I love about this cover? The way her eyes look.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has such beautiful eyes.
Courtney, you can tell it's a Courtney cover by the eyes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the eyes really. All right. Yeah. That's Madonna territory right there.
And then
I love this. Look at this. Oh my God.
Bill Sousa and the Bruce Timm style.
Bill Sousa with the Bruce Timm stuff. Dude, I love it. Holy crap. That's like a cross between Bruce Timm and Jenny Kotovsky or something. Like you've seen what the fuck? You've seen Dexter's Laboratory and Samurai Jack, right?
Yep.
There's a lot of really straight, powerful angles with everything that's there. I mean, there's a lot of straight, powerful angles with Bruce Timm, but for me, this looks so much more pronounced and like so much more ready. It looks like a Jendy Tartakovsky.
Yeah.
You know, with his later stuff to an extent. But I see the Bruce Timm influence also. That looks great, man.
We really dug it, and I
dug it. I dig it.
We held on to it. We were going to use it on 2, but we held on to it because we already had a cartoony one. We didn't want to have 2. We wanted to do 1 per book. This is the Not Safe for Work cover by Mariah Benez, which makes it super cool because Mariah Benez doesn't do Not Safe for Work. and she definitely doesn't do not safe for work covers. But we
Yeah.
talked her into it, so she did this one. So this one's gonna be a hard one to keep or to find. That's for sure.
I dig it.
And
Yeah, I dig it
actually,
more. Wait, what's that emerging? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're good. This actually happens in the book. So this is the most nudity in any Mary Machine Gun book is in this book. And because we reached the $4,000 goal already, we've unlocked. We've unlocked all of our naughty prints that come with the naughty cover, which is this is Mary at the confessional. These are all done by Alexander Santana and Adam Ramos, who are the penciler and the letterer or the colorist for Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space. And they got Mary.
Those are the best titles I've ever heard.
Yeah, we
Jesus
try.
Christ. You succeed. That's fucking awesome. It's just like Ninja Bimbos from Deep Space. And God, I'm sorry, I'm a dick. What? Can you give me that fucking title again? I gotta hear it again.
Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space.
I fucking love that. Jesus Christ. That's like
We were trying to come up with like the cheesiest B movie title we could come up with, and that's what I came up with. So
that is so kitschy. I swear to Christ. I'm just like, man.
But it's awesome. The book is great.
Well, my friend. Yes.
Oh God, that's more inspired than fucking Steve Madden women's shoes and fucking Wolf of Wall Street. Holy shit. I love it.
Then Mary
Ta-da.
and the Valkyrie hanging out in the hot springs in Norway. 6 foot tall stand up of Charlotte, which is just like the 6 foot tall stand up of Mary that's behind me.
That's the best. How many of those did you sell?
These cardboard stand ups, we sold like 5 or 6 of them.
What? That's incredible.
Of the Mary ones, which we've also re-released this time around because last time we sold 12 of these, and we wanted to make sure that everybody that wanted one got one. So
I love it. Love it.
And then of course, people have been asking for this, so I found one that made quality pillowcase that doesn't like the print is good and everything. So we've got the full waifu pillowcase.
You got to make one with a fleshlight.
Hey, what you do with your pillowcase after you get your pillowcase is all on you. I just don't want any pictures.
That's horrible, but truthful. Oh my God, that's awesome though, man. I've never seen like a life size pillow before, like that. With
you put the large king size pillow in there.
Love it.
We had your name here in the book. You could be the journalist that was writing a story about Charlotte killing all those werewolves. That's been sold. We've got Team Mary and Team Charlotte. They are little hand-drawn trading cards. They're hand-penciled, hand-inked, hand-colored by
What size are they?
They're a little bit bigger than a trading card. I'd say they're probably
because that's what I'm considering. I'm considering doing trading cards with my characters and like making it like a baseball card. You know what I mean? Like you have the info, like you have the name of the character and who it might be, and then you have all the information on said character on the other side, kind of like baseball cards when we were kids.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
You can use that if you want.
I can't ask for you guys to choose which one you want because people would ask for the same one, so you get a random one when you choose. So then we've got the full Mary, which is all of our safe for work covers, the Charlotte stand up, the Mary machine gun pillowcase, and the super exclusive bookmark. Everyone makes bookmarks the first stretch goal. We're making them exclusive.
Nicely
You
done.
can only get it from this.
And then the naughty version.
Yeah, the full naughty version, which is all of our covers, even the naughty cover. And the naughty cover
Growl.
includes all 4 prints: the 6-foot stylish Charlotte stand up, the Mary Machine Gun pillowcase, and then the cool bookmark. We've got awesome add-ons because I moved everything from my house to Johnny's shop, who's the secondary owner of Atrocity Press. He owns a comic book shop, so we decided to keep everything up there. And we were looking around. We were like, looked at all the stuff that we had offered in swag bags and stuff like that in the last two comic. And we were like, man, let's put all these as add-ons. So we did that. So we've got old Atrocity Press lapel pins. We've got old poker chips. We've got old pins and buttons and all sorts of stuff. Just really cool. Just stuff from old campaigns that you can't get anymore as the add-ons. And they've been selling pretty quickly. I'm pretty impressed with how fast they're going.
There is nothing more impressive than owning a comic book company and having it in the offices of a comic book store. Jesus God.
Might as well.
That's like that's the dopest thing that you can. I mean, really. I mean, it's just like not only are you there publishing, but you're also there showcasing, and you're also there providing other comics for everybody else that wants to get the other comics. That's just that's a brilliant. That's a home run and a half. That's like a 6-run grand slam. But no, actually, that shouldn't be a 6-run home run grand slam because that's cricket and cricket's for pussies. So it is. It's like it's 6 runs instead of 4. I guess they had to do more points than Americans because they want to be bigger. They are not. They're pussies. It's like, I have to wear all this padding when I play cricket.
We got all 4 of the trading cards have been released, which is good because they all 4 tell a story. Because we have the beginning.
Can you go back down to the sketch goals again, please?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Poker chip. I want to see that poker chip again. You mentioned that the last time. Can I see that?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And they're made of clay.
You get one of each?
Yeah, you get one of Mary and one of Charlotte if you get that far.
That's really awesome, man.
And they're made of clay too, so they're weighted and they actually have some heaviness to it. It's not that plastic crap.
Is that what they make those? Is that what they make out of the chips in Vegas?
Yeah, the exact same.
Really?
They use it for the chips in Vegas. Yep.
Dude, I had no idea.
Drop them and they will break. People have broken.
Oh,
them.
Jesus. That's so funny that people throw them on the table too.
The trading card they've all been released. So this is the beginning when Mary first became a Templar. That's her in her original outfit. Mm-hmm. And then the prelude is when she first got into combat with Charlotte and lost. And that's her death. And that's the Valkyrie raising her from her dying. And then the Valkyrie doesn't take her to Valhalla, but takes her to train to become a Valkyrie herself.
Nice.
And then we have her come back, and that's her new outfit as the rebirth card. So,
love it.
Poker tokens, of course. And then the book is finished. It's ready to go. We're just waiting for the money to print and ship these things. That's all we do. And we print with Comics Wellspring.
How are they as printers?
Fantastic, really. I mean, I've never.
Are they really? Well, what makes them so fantastic?
Colors always come out fantastic. The customer service has been great. I like that you can call them and like a person answers the phone. And on top of that, they've got all sorts of options now, like foil, hollow foils, spot foils. They can.
I was thinking of doing that with the new one that I'm doing. Right, like some of the Art Deco stuff. I was thinking of that.
I am not a sponsor of them. They are not a sponsor of me, but they are one of the companies that I ain't heard nothing bad about yet.
Yeah. That's
Plus,
awesome.
you can do multiple covers because you only. I mean, like you have a minimum order of 25 books.
Uh-huh.
So you can do multiple covers a lot cheaper. Well,
That's
not-
awesome. That's really good. I don't know if my printer does anything like that because I'm considering a couple of variants.
Yep.
So
Look
yeah,
at
that's a good idea. Thanks for recommending that, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that.
that. Well, look who's
Hey.
here.
Hello, Sam. Samwise is here.
I have to do
Samwise
something
Gamgee.
I have to do something before we transition. I want to show everybody we got sponsors
And then-
on display.
Nice.
Comics and laughing games.
Sweet.
Nicely done.
Board games. Okay. We
Yay.
have to have the sponsors on display.
Hell yeah.
We
that
have
looks
to have
good.
the sponsors.
You will see that from now on in the background. Oh, and that's the
Nicely
long box
done.
that has all the books that I've got, all the indie books that I've gotten since I started doing this
Yeah.
are in this long box. All
Dude, that's awesome.
They outgrew the little filing cabinet. Man.
I don't know if it's more impressive that you found the long box or that you have
I
that
got-
many comics.
I got boxes. That one ain't gonna move though. It's gonna sit right there now. It's not like we're moving it around.
Love it. Fucking love that shit, man. This is so dope.
All right. Well, it looks
Max
like
said he's stuck on a work thing.
yes.
So
So
we're
Sam's stuck
gonna
on a
talk
work
about
thing.
him anyway.
He's stuck on a work thing. I just read it myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'm so
gonna-
glad I can read.
Anyway,
I
what do
gotta.
you think of that? We're gonna talk about him anyway. What's up with Nerdaholic or
Necroholic.
Nerdaholic.
Necroholic?
Necroholic.
It's about a
Necroholic.
It's about an alcoholic necromancer. It's gonna be a great story. He'll tell you all about it.
I can't wait.
But I do gotta go.
Uh,
I got my kids home today because it's summer break and everything. So I'm playing Daddy Watch. So
Max.
Are we good tomorrow, Max?
yeah, totally.
What's
as long as you got
tomorrow?
electricity.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
Well,
cool.
you're closing out the account. You're closing out the Kickstarter tomorrow.
No. It's D&D game.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Tomorrow's
Sorry about that,
Nerds.
gentlemen.
What's
Fucking
up, Sam?
nerds.
Hey
I'm on the
guys,
way out.
What's up, man? How you doing, Sam?
I'm good. Sorry about that. I had
No,
I had
don't be.
a
Don't be.
call from an attorney I had to take. Necroholic, how's that, huh?
Yeah, I gotta
It
go,
looks
but-
good.
$35 from goal, man. Did we lose Max?
Yay.
Oh no, Max.
No, he had to go. He said he had to go.
Oh,
He's
I'll tell you something, guys. I am.
What?
You guys know I'm pretty picky, right? But I've known Brian for 23 plus years, and
Yeah.
even as close as I am with him and his family, I would not have put a Sinopa logo on this book if I didn't love it. And I'm going to tell you something. This book is awesome,
I'm sure it is.
absolutely awesome. So we've already done the proof copies. We've shown these off a little bit. I mean, look at that, Rich. How sharp is that?
Let me zoom in on that.
You see how seamless that panel layout is? It's like that through the whole book.
Let me take. Can you drop the comic a little bit because I'm trying to look at the establishing scenes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do
No,
that.
it's all right. It's all right.
There you go.
Trying to make
Let,
him.
let me see that. Can we zoom in on him again? Oh, that lighting.
Is that not incredible?
Oh, wow.
And it's like this.
Then you have
consistently
it
through
the way it goes around, and then you have the other character. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with the first 3 panels because it's showing the line of action. It's showing the cameras following the line of action of the person who's walking, who's going around, and then you're establishing the character. You're establishing the conversation. That's
It's
great.
beautifully done. Yeah.
I think it is. I think it's very nicely done storytelling wise, and this is rather peculiar art, but I'm really digging it.
Yeah, he went with a very.
Please don't take. Yeah, please don't take my word peculiar as anything offensive. It looks really good.
It's not. Brian as a creator is incredible. He's obviously.
He seems like it. It looks very good. I love it.
Hey Jim,
Oh,
what's
it's
up,
Jim.
man?
Hi, Jim.
But I'll tell you one thing, and you'll get a kick out of this, particularly, Rich. I don't know.
I want to get a kick out of it. I like getting kicked because
Don't you
it's
love
like
it
that.
when people's art sometimes look better than real life? That is.
You
not
talked about that before. Did he do that in Photoshop, or is that like a?
he
Is that
penciled
just like
it, and then
watercolor?
he colored everything up in Photoshop.
Let me see that.
I think it was Photoshop. It was either Photoshop or the other one. You know. But I mean, all the color rendering and everything is done digitally.
Yeah, that's not easy to do. That looks lovely.
I mean, it looks like a photograph. I thought it was a photograph.
Yeah, well, it's. I love how he has the caramel coloring of the soda fading against the light sources that are there. And his light sources are not ambient, but they're not unidirectional. They're more omnidirectional. And you're capturing everything. He did a great job. It looks like a glass of Coke.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. And the story on this is tremendous. He's got the narrative outline for this whole series is at 24 books right now. He's working on book 2 at the moment.
Nice.
We've got all
That's
of our
going to be a 24-issue run?
24 issues for this current story run, yeah.
That's insane.
When that's done, we'll be reassessing to see if we're going to go into another story arc or not. But we're going to have at least 2 issues this year. We'll have 3 issues next year, and we'll be looking at a consistent release schedule of 3 issues a year at least. We may get up to 4, depending on he has an issue with his wrist, and so depending on how that works out, we may go to 4. But I don't want him to overwork it, you know. And here's the really cool news, guys. This campaign, of course, like the campaigns I've done in the past, this campaign, the tiers include the shipping in the United States. So we've got some really cool tiers that are still available. And one of the ones I think that I want to point out particularly, because it's I think the best value I've been able to do to date, is the Collector's Dream tier. Because if you scroll down for that, this is 6 printed comics and shipping in the United States included for $40. And so you're getting both covers of Necroholic. You're getting Reign of Ages, the Aisha Gulsanev cover, and issues 1 through 3 of 47 Furious Tales, the Alexia Veldhosen covers, all together and shipped straight to you for $40.
That's crazy. How is Alexi doing, by the way? Alexia, right?
Yeah, Alexia is, from everything I've heard from her the last few days, she's doing rather well. She just celebrated a birthday, which is evident by her social media exploding. And seems to be having a good time.
I'm glad she's doing well. I love her art. Mm-hmm. I'm really digging her art. I love her fantasy art. It's fantastic.
And she does some amazing
I think she's
work.
great. She does. She does some amazing work.
And so Pops is hanging on the digitals on this. We typically do digitals with an eye towards affordability, right? So for $3, you get the digital on this brand new title. And for $10, you're getting not just Necroholic, but you're getting all 3 digital issues of 47.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's a nice
That's
good way
incredible.
And then if you just want print and PDF, $15 for Dead Trees, which is one of our more popular tiers right now. And that includes shipping in the U.S. But as weird as it sounds, if you go to the Dancing Drunken Dead, you get not just the printed copy of the Brian Lee cover, but you also get the Kendall Gates variant cover in print as well. So for $25, that's your digital. That's both covers shipped to you anywhere in the United States and the territories. And we are shipping to the UK, the EU, Australia, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, South Africa, Israel. I'm forgetting somebody. Yeah, I'm forgetting somebody, but yeah, we're all over the place. We lost Rich. Pops, you're muted.
Yeah, that can happen. Sometimes we lose Rich. He'll be back.
But yeah, Pops, man, what do you think, man? I mean, how freaking cool is this?
Well, I'm kind of blown away that you sent me a tracking number this morning.
Well, you know, that's what we do. Rich is back, yay!
But
sorry about that, man.
When you surprise me, Sam, I ain't gonna lie.
Forgive me for jumping on him, and I just saw an update that about the railroad strike here in the UK. The Prime Minister is going to hire is going to try and get, scabs to come in and run these damn trains when they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's scary shit.
You don't want
not
to ride a
good.
train now, do you, Rich?
No, because there's no trains going to where I work. It takes about an hour and 45 minutes to get to work, and because the buses and the trains do not synchronize time-wise, it takes about 2.5 hours for me to get home from work. Like, I leave at 3:30, but I get home at 6.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's nuts. I never had to. I didn't have to deal with this when I was living in New York, and I was living in Staten Island, where you get the bus to the ferry to the subway. It didn't take as long as this commute does. So I'm like, fuck this noise, but it's like, I can't deal. But anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to gripe about my own stuff. Your collector's dream tier, that's the best tier that I've seen, period. That's the best tier. That's the best combo tier that I've ever seen around.
Yep.
That's fantastic, man.
Really, really proud of that. We had to limit it though, because obviously we only have so much in stock of the 47 and the Rain, but we've got plenty of those left.
Excellent.
I think we got 40 left on that we can do. We could probably do more than that, but I wanted to make sure that we didn't run out of the Reign of Ages stuff, for that, because that book has we released it this year and it's been selling like crazy. So really happy with how that went. In fact, our Indiegogo campaign for Indiegogo exclusive cover just wrapped up. We had 18 backers on that who funded our press run for an IGG exclusive, and that's just going to be enough to fulfill the backer rewards and for the comps for the team, and that's all that's going to be printed of that, because I do not reprint covers. So
nicely done. Good job, man.
Yep.
Nicely done. Excuse me.
So yeah, we did have our Tombstone tier, but we sold out.
What was your Tombstone tier?
13
let me see.
13 people are getting their names on tombstones in the book. So
nice.
We're going to be putting those names on the tombstone in the night and the morning after the campaign closes, and then right after that, I'll reformat the book to accommodate those entries, and then we'll send it to the printer. We're going to order the books the day after the campaign closes. So we actually should have books in hand by the time the funds clear Kickstarter, so that we can just go ahead and ship them straight out. And we'll be shipping those alongside the IGG campaign rewards too, because we're going to order that all as one big print run. And we got about 9 days left to finish. We got about 9 days left to finish funding, and then our first stretch goal is at $5,000. Now Brian lives in Pennsylvania, so it's about 700 or so miles from here. We get to 5,000. He's going to drive down here. We had to be at 5,000 because gas prices. But he's going to drive down here, and that way he'll be able to sign books for backers. Because right now there just isn't really a good way to do it, without making it as a stretch goal. Because it's going to be about $400 something in gas.
That's quite a bit.
Well, it's going to be 1,400 something miles round trip. So yeah.
Oh God. Well, how much is gas there now in the States?
It's a little over $5 a gallon here where I'm at.
It's about in the UK. It's a little not. It's not like it's even the bragging point. We go by the liter, and it's 2.54 liters, and we're right now at like £2.10 per liter. So we're right there with you.
Yeah,
that's insane. It's just fucking insane, man.
Yeah, and they're expecting it to be higher in July when we ship this. So,
is that going to affect your bottom line when it comes to the shipping? I mean, is that going to increase the amount, how much it's going to cost you for your shipping? I'm assuming
there is a postage increase going into effect in July. It primarily hits hardest in the media mail category. However, I don't ship comics by media mail because my postmaster says that I shall not do that, or I shall pay the consequences of it. So I do not do that. I ship everything first class or flat rate.
Gotcha.
Or if I have big orders, like I had to ship I shipped 180 something copies to one of the stores last week.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I know, right? we sent
Whoa.
that in one box. It weighed 51 pounds, and shipped that by UPS ground freight.
Ooh.
So,
God. Pops, you got 2 publishing titans in a row today.
so
Oh my God.
Yeah, these guys are doing it, and they started from scratch.
Yeah, they are. You have like monstrously magnificent Max and supremely superb Sam. Holy shit! I just barfed Stan Lee all over the place.
No,
Oh my God.
Max only has a few, like 2 days left in his. Sam's gonna be back next Monday because he'll only have a few hours left in his.
yeah, we've only got 9 days left. I'm hoping, guys. Look, we only really need one more person to take advantage of that beautiful $40 tier to get us to goal, and then we're there. But if that's too much, $3 gets you the digital, or $10 gets you 3 books, 4 books rather. 47 Furious Tales issues 1 through 3 and Necroholic. I mean, 1 through 3, you're talking, what is that? That's 48, 68. That's 72 pages of comic just in the 47, and then 24 pages for Necroholic. So a hell of a good digital bundle for $10.
Yeah, Pops, do me a favor. Send me the link. I'm gonna, at the very least, I want to get the digital package.
Gotcha.
Can someone send me that link, or can I just access it? I mean, I don't know where the fuck it is.
Here, I'll grab it. Thanks, Rich. I appreciate that, man.
Well, I it's not like I don't want to do more. In the UK, we only get paid once a month.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they do it here. You get like 13 paychecks, and it's every other. Okay, yeah, it's a pain in the ass because it's like, hey, let's just do this. Let's
You're
just
gonna
pay
give
once a
your money
month, and it's like,
once a month,
fuck.
and you're going to give it back to us.
I'm sorry, what? Where?
I said they're going to give you money once a month, and you're going to give it back to them.
Yeah, well,
Pretty much.
I don't like this. I don't like this once a month payment shit sometimes because even though I worked at Amazon, it sucked. I still got paid every week. So suck my dick. I want my money. It's like fuck you, pay me. Like in Goodfellas and shit.
Right.
But so what's next for you? I mean, what's next for you as far as production is concerned? Are we looking forward to the next issue of 47 of the 47, or are we going to do which one's going to be first? Is it going to be Alexi's book, or is this going to be something?
We've got Reign of Ages next in July.
Reign of Ages. I apologize.
No, it's cool. Reign of Ages issue 2. Nick has actually been working on that issue. Layouts were done, I want to say, the 2nd or 3rd week of May. I think he's 12 or 13 pages done with pencils right now. So we're expecting him to have remaining pencils probably done by the end of this month, and then very nearly done with inks by the time we launch. We're aiming a launch date probably around the 7th of July, which basically should be at or shortly before we get the books in from the printer. And another thing too is I'm going to start sending out some questions. I'm going to post some videos and comments asking the backers if they prefer to do one campaign book at a time, or if they'd prefer to start doing like, hey, let's have 3, 4, 5 books, whatever, in a campaign, and then just build your bundle as it were, with your add-ons and whatnot. I think there's room for that, but there's pros and cons each way. Obviously, you get more attention on a particular title doing it singularly, and so it's a little easier to tell how much interest there is. But releasing quarterly has the downside of it has a little bit of a dependency on your scheduling capability. Basically, everyone has to be done at the same time. Some projects have just so much that goes into the process. 47 is a really good example of that, where everything's done and inked by hand and then scanned and digitally copied. That whole thing where you get Alexia producing whoops, upside down, work like this, you know, and then coloring over it. And
Let's
so,
see that. I'm sorry, Max. Can I see, Max? Sam, can I see that again, please?
let me grab a different one. We'll grab that one.
Ooh!
So when you've got these beautiful lines,
Look at that gouache. Look at that. Look at that tonal value.
and that's done with an ink brush. She does that traditionally.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
And I mean, it's just
What is it? A watercolor brush? Is she using a Winsor Newton or one of those watercolor brushes?
that you'd have to ask her because I'm not.
Yeah, if I ever get the chance to actually get in touch with her, yeah, I'd love to.
This is one that's going on my wall.
Oh my God, that's so spirited away.
Can you believe that no one claimed that on the Kickstarter campaign?
Pussies.
I'll tell
What's
you.
wrong with these guys?
I'll tell
Look
you.
at that. Look at that.
How gorgeous
I
is
love
the detail on that.
Well, I'm looking at the detail, but I'm also looking at the expressions on the anthropomorphic figures, and the one in the how many are there on the bottom? Is there 2 or 3?
There's 2.
All right, there is 2. I mean, there's this simple gesture here with the wolf or the
That one's
fox?
a fox, actually. Yeah.
Oh, my apologies, the
It's
fox,
okay.
and the other one
It shows
is
up easier once it's colored. Yeah.
yeah. My apologies, and this is a squirrel.
Yeah, that's one of the Japanese squirrels. Yeah.
That Japanese squirrel is so damn on point. I mean, I love Alexia's ability to capture expressions on faces of creatures that are not meant to have expressions, but they look like if they were going to have those types of expressions, that's exactly what it would look like. That's fantastic.
She does an amazing thing where she manipulates
does.
the eyes on that, particularly the
Yes.
eyes are carrying a lot of the expressions.
The eyes have it.
It just makes it so alive.
It does, man.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm waiting on a frame, but we're going to be seeing here later this week, and so it should be on our next show, Pops. We're going to have the cover art for the main cover for Rain issue 2 on the wall behind me once my frame comes in.
Ooh, what size is that? That's a big one.
This is 24 by 36, the same size as the 47.
24 by 36. Is that a set size?
Yeah, in the
24 by
US it's called Big as Hell.
Okay. That's actually, and don't laugh when I say this, I think that's close to A1 size here in the UK, and
Yeah.
I don't mean the steak sauce barf.
No,
But-
but it's one of those things where, you know, we've had some people's like, everything's in inches in the U.S. Why can't you use centimeters and such? I said, I can run the conversion if you want. That's no problem. But I mean, the actual size is 24 by 36.
Each inch is 2.5 centimeters, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Ooh, look at this. Who's the artist again? What's his name?
Ryan Lee. He's
Ryan
also,
Lee. If you're watching, you're out of your mind. This looks so damn good.
and he's
love
actually
this.
the Kubrick grad who introduced me to the other Kubrick grads when we first started. So he's
This
done
guy
a
is
lot of work for Sinopa, a lot of fantasy work for us in RPG stuff.
It looks great. I love this. This reminds me of a lot of his stuff is doing. It looks like a little bit of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mhm.
I love where he takes his influence from. It's fantastic. I love that hair.
And you know, he did his own lettering for this too, because he
He
actually
did. Get out of here.
He letters 47 for us since issue 2. He's lettered 47, 2, 3. He's going to be lettering issue 4. But all
done.
he is his own lettering. Everything on this he did completely himself, from pencils to inks to colors to everything. He wrote it the whole 9. I did editing,
man.
and James Lee did editing, and then I'm publishing, and I'm so proud to bring this to people. I'm really proud to have a
should.
Sinopa logo on this. It's a fantastic. I can tell you guys. I mean, I love this man like he's my own brother. I really do. But I'll
Aw.
tell you this: is that as much as
Cut my
that, I
hair.
would not put a Sinopa logo on this book if I didn't believe in it. And I'm telling you,
That looks awesome.
people
I
who are
love it.
getting this are going to love it. And Pops, you'll appreciate this. We're using our same printer. We're using our same finishes. We are having to use like 110 or 100 pound cover weight because of, the paper shortage all of our printers are claiming. but we're still using the 80-pound interior. So it's a good, heavy, built-to-last book. And yes, it's going to stand up on its own. And we know this because we tested it.
Nice.
And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Here we go. See?
Dude. That
Long
leg
Pride
defies
quality
gravity.
material.
That's
So,
awesome.
guys, if you're watching this and you haven't pledged to Necroholic yet, please come on out. Get your copy in print or in digital. If you are in the U.S., remember your... Okay.
Yeah, Tank had a rough time getting across country, yo.
Oh, wow.
I don't care. Haha.
Yeah, well, I do. He's a friend of mine, so
Tank, you had to
I'm
move across the
kidding.
nation?
Jesus
That
Christ.
I'm just saying, Rich.
I'm fucking kidding.
Sometimes
Yeah.
people can't tell, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, that's everybody else's problem. But in all seriousness, Tank, if you can hear me, I am very happy you got there, and I'm sorry that you had to spend so much damn money just for the extra.
Dude, it was horrible.
I can't imagine how horrible that is. Well, actually, no, not that much. I moved from New York to North Carolina, and I had to pay an extra $2,000 because they messed up some stuff. But I can't imagine spending $20,000. That's insane.
I've never paid anyone.
Well, I mean, the rough part for him
loaded
was
trucks
being
to move.
stranded on the road in the desert with his whole family in an RV and shit. It's like, that was where, I mean.
How is his family? Are they all okay? Have you spoken to him?
Everybody's there. Yeah, it's all good. Everybody's there. He just had his computer took a beating on the trip, and he hasn't been able to get hooked back.
Did Pops freeze?
Oh, what's up? Look at that. You got. Hey, Dr. Rich.
Don't hail anything about Dr. Rich. Don't hail Dr. Rich. Dr. Rich doesn't deserve to be hailed. Maybe he should be in a hailstorm, but not be hailed. No, thank you.
Dr. Rich. Dr.
Rich. No, I'm no fucking doctor. Ew.
Doc's gonna come in here going, "What the hell is that, Rich?"
Will Doc be offended when he sees that? Oh,
you never know. Yeah.
Where is he?
Pale Rider. I got the shittiest connection since the power outage.
And Pops froze. Hell yeah, Pale Rider. What's up?
About every 20 minutes. About every 20 minutes, I'll do that little spin thing.
Gotcha.
Hate when that happens.
It's been doing that ever since we got the power back. So obviously, Comcast ain't come out here and fixed their shit, although the power company did. Yeah.
I am very happy that Tank is home safe. Congrats, man.
That's good to hear.
One hell of a move.
Okay.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, that's one hell of a move.
To southern Illinois, or
Illinois,
something like that. But
good.
Where he broke down, Kingman. God.
Where did he break down?
Kingman, Arizona is where he broke down.
Ooh.
What the fuck is a Kingman, Arizona? You got to tell me.
It's a really hot place to break down.
Yeah, it's.
Jesus Christ! What is it like? The surface of Venus or something?
Yeah, it's
well, you're.
That's hot as fuck.
You're talking like
just south of Death
105.
Valley, bro.
Yeah, it's right next to
What?
Death Valley. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even imagine. It was like, what was it? It's funny because now I talk in Celsius here. This is what happens when you live in Britain too long. 30 Celsius is like, what is it, like 86 or something like that Fahrenheit? There are people wilting to death. It's like, oh, it's so bloody hot here. I can't take it no more. And it's just like fucking, he's in Kingman, Arizona, which is pretty much the surface of the sun.
It's pretty good.
It's like,
yeah,
Jesus, man.
It was when I went and looked it up, they've been running about 108 out there, which is 42 Celsius.
That's ridiculous. 108?
108.
What was the humidity?
Around the Death Valley area. It's been running about
there is no humidity around that area. Okay, that's a dry heat. That's good.
It's like looking in. Okay, look, turn a blow dryer on and turn it at your face and just leave it there all fucking day.
Or just take it and
it's
stick
like.
it on your cheek and leave it there for about 2 minutes,
Oh my God.
Just cook a circle on your face is what you're
That's
looking
what
at.
it's like.
Yeah, Jesus.
I mean,
Fuck.
But you gotta
That's
remember, if he broke down on the road, all that pavement's gonna hold and radiate that heat.
Oh, it's
So
just
100,
it reflects it back up.
So like 108 ambient air temperature is more like 140 on the road.
yeah.
That's right.
Like,
It is.
you get
The pavement, doesn't the pavement reflect it back or something like that?
Well, it holds a lot of it in the.
Okay, my apologies. I'm
then,
dumb.
it radiates it back
Sorry.
out too as well. I mean, you're gonna get.
Okay.
I mean, it's like sticking your hand on a cast iron skillet you just pulled out of the oven.
All right.
Ooh,
Are you
God.
guys ready for something completely different?
Oh, we're gonna watch Monty Python. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, now, Rich, actually, I'm surprised you're still here at 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock your time. But
Well, I'm not working tomorrow, so I don't give a
you
fuck.
have tomorrow off. So
I could leave if you're surprised. I mean, it's just like
surprised, but
you're like, what are you still doing here?
I had a backup co-host in place, ready to come.
Who was the backup co-host?
Joe D, man.
Joe D.
Joe D.
Oh, Jody. Okay.
No,
Oh, Jody.
Jody. Wow.
But,
Hey man, how you doing? I'm seriously busted chops. How are you, Joe? How's it going?
I was like, wow.
What's up, man?
I'm
I was
glad.
like, I got sucker punched there.
No. that will never happen. Period, my friend. I would never do that. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here.
are you guys
How goes it?
I'm
You
about
doing
to
good?
get ready to show my support for.
I
certain
love it, man. I was about to
individuals.
ask you.
Yay! Look at that, man. Look at that.
I got some in this box right here.
I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
ask
the
you.
latest one.
I gotta ask you. Did we do a good job packing?
Did a great job packing it.
Outstanding, man.
Look, are you guys ready for something completely different? Somebody new? Somebody you don't know? Something
Oh
new?
God.
Are you
Who
ready?
could it be?
Oh man, look, we got Nathaniel from
Hello.
Tomorrow's End, yo. Are you ready for this, man? This is all different, guys. Something totally new. How you doing, Nathaniel?
I'm doing very good actually. Still recovering. Just had a recent neck surgery fusion, so I'm doing great and happy to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, hey, look, you showed me something different. I like this. Tomorrow's End, you guys, is let me see. I'm just gonna share the screen and I'm gonna let him tell you about it because it's all new to me. And I like new. You guys know that. So we got the store. And I'll pull the store up, and then you can give everybody a little rundown on what's going on here.
Okay, just what Tomorrow's End is and everything. Okay, awesome. Yeah. I guess what we really label ourselves is we're a multimedia project. We're a band. We play live shows. We do videos. We're even doing like a card game, and by the end of the year, we'll have a board game. And as well, we do comics. And the characters, it's XITS and the question mark, which we call Q. They appear in all these different forms of media. So they're in the videos, they're in the music book. Like we literally have a magazine that explains our album, and we have a picture for each song. And the magazine's right here. It's on the website as well and everything. But inside,
Hold that back up. Hold that back up. We gotta make sure people see it. There you go. There you go.
Wow.
Pay for the gloss coating, but it doesn't affect light the best. But yeah, and inside, like we just released 4 albums of music, like 40 songs, 10 songs each. We released that just a few months ago. And inside the actual magazine will be like, there's a picture for every single song, the lyrics, the meaning, and it covers everything and explains the characters inside as well that appear in the different forms of media. And the biggest point of Tomorrow's End, like we always call ourselves a camp, and they're like, what's a camp? We consider ourselves like Christian art music project. And the biggest point of it is when I was 17, like I had bone cancer, was not
Jesus, dude.
I had no faith whatsoever. I was actually turned off by like all the hypocrisy and everything you see like on TV or people around me. And like, so I turned away like any type of like Christianity or anything like that, because I was like, man, I'm not going to be associated with all that, fake stuff. So, then I got diagnosed, and I realized I was turning away like scripture and Christ based on like flawed people that are never going to meet, level up anyways. So I just I gave my heart to Christ back in when I was 17 on my couch the day I literally got diagnosed, and I just turned 36, and very blessed. I'm cancer free, and now I'm just trying to.
Thank God.
Yeah, very big blessing, man, and trying to just get out there and show people that love and hope and repentance is the message of Christ, and trying to get people to realize, like put media out there to where it's not just I guess watered down messages, like where it's literally in a parable forms. Jesus always spoke in parables, farming parables at the time mainly, but we don't live in, most people don't farm, but people love like comic movies. They like music. They like things like that. So that's what we're trying to do. And I literally, thank you very much. And that's something that literally, I don't have cancer anymore, but I have a lot of problems from the chemos that they give you to get rid of the cancer.
Right.
Jesus, man. How long were you on chemo?
For a year and a half, and I had to have
a year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half.
Good Christ.
And then I had to have my whole a big piece about that long of my leg removed, like above the knee and a little bit below the knee. And, I have like a rod that connects, and then it connects to another rod. But I have my real kneecap, so.
Okay, but that's good, I suppose. Wow, all right, wow, that's something to really like. Hey, look what I got here. Damn, and you were 17.
I just see Rich just in his mind picturing that aspect.
No, I can't. I can't.
Wrong.
I cannot, because
hearing that $6 million man theme, and seeing the leg being replaced on the table back in 77.
Well, I'm thinking Terminator 2, man.
Bionic.
So
yeah, and like he does that. You hear that sound effect whenever he jumps over like a 90-foot wall or something, and it's like, and it's like, oh shit, this is going really slow mo, but it's so awesome. Just
how? Like at the time, go ahead.
What was your rehab? What was the PT? How long were you on PT for that one?
About 6 months to a year, really. Like hard stuff for 6 months, and then the next 6 months because you have to learn how to kind of walk again, and your toes kind of feel different and all that stuff. So it's just different. Like it wouldn't bend at first. You just have to use like gravity. Like you hang it off stuff. Like you get on something high, kind of, and you just hang it off and like kind of gravity, like pull it back down. And but yeah, I mean, I'm extremely blessed, man. I mean, I'm a firm believer that you won't have more than you can handle. Just, as long as you turn to God and, give it to him and really try to seek him. And anyways, that's really the point of what Tomorrow's End is. It's even in the name, like, where will you be at Tomorrow's End? Help people think about it. And like I said, I'm cancer free. I just had problems from the chemos. My neck was broke for the last 6 years. And we went out with a band and performed in like 22 states. I just wanted to try to make sure that, you're going out and trying to reach people and stuff. So, but it finally got to a point where I had to have it done. But God got me through that. It was supposed to be 5 levels. The surgeon got in there 4 weeks ago. He did 3 levels. He said he couldn't do the other 2 because it was so bad. He was going to have to go through the back the next day. It was about to turn into like a 2-day surgery. And literally, yeah, big stuff. And he literally comes in there with a phone and says, "Do you see this right here?" And I was like, "I see it, but I'm not a doctor. I mean, it looks like I see vertebrae. What does it mean?" He said, "Well, something has happened." He said, "In the time that I did your surgery where I couldn't even get to the upper 2 levels," he said, "I gave you an MRI." He said, "The good Lord's looking after you." He said, "Because you don't need these next 2 done tomorrow." But when he was in there, I did. So it turned into just a 3-level fusion. So I'm healing up good. Still got to wear this, but that's what I'm here today to do, is to promote the comic book and just talk, give thanks to God for getting me through all this.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry that we got off tangent a little bit. It's just a fascinating. Well, it's a fascinating story about like every single creator here has had some sort of moment in their life where it's like, this is where my manifest destiny must be. I'm sure Joe had that. Pops had that. I know I'm certain Sam had that at some point, or Max. I have. We all have that thing, and it's hearing your story and how you've taken not only your illness but your faith, and then putting it into this book. It must be a really deeply, hugely personal thing for you.
Yeah, it is actually. Like I'm a humongous, like I was an humongous action figure and comic collector and stuff. And I don't like, I support like Kickstarters and GoFundMe and all that kind of stuff. But so many people,
That's wonderful.
So many people have, like in the Christian community anyways, like used that stuff and not really used it for what they said they would. And then it burns people. So to get around that, we never do that. We will never do that. I actually just, we sold like our personal items, like collections and stuff to fund it because we believe in it. And if you put your money where your mouth is, if you believe in it, then that's what we did. And I always tell people,
sir. Amen.
And I always tell people, man, if people want to support us, they don't have to worry about sending us money and stuff that they can question our motives. Just buy the stuff. If you want to support us, if you buy a comic book or a magazine or a CD or our card game or a t-shirt or anything like that, it all gets funneled back into the art to where we can make more stuff. I mean, we even have a stop motion project we're going to have at the first quarter of next year. Like I got a guy making like custom figures of like the characters and stuff. So
Ooh, that's hot. I dig it.
So
I dig that, man.
And the comic is going to go for at least 16 issues. We're 2 issues are up for sale right now on the website. Well, issue 1 and 2. And I always forget to tell people this, but they're double sides. They're 48 pages. So there's issue 3 will be out in about 3 weeks. It'll be on the website in 3 weeks, and issue 4 is getting drawn right now. So it's a 16 issue story though. So if people dig it, like they can, keep on. If they keep on reading it and looking deeper, it like really like there's layer upon layer. I always tell people it's kind of it's kind of like a burrito. You got the beans, you got the cheese, you got the meat, onion, all that stuff. If you just want to read it as entertainment, hopefully it's entertaining for you. If you want to check it out as a little bit more, you can actually kind of look and say, what are they actually trying to say here? Then if you want to go further, there's even other like hidden things throughout it.
That's really incredible.
I like it.
Go ahead, Pops.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I wasn't trying to talk too much, just trying to not cut anybody off.
No, that's why you're here, to tell us about your thing. We don't know about it, bro.
Well, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you guys having me on today. And
give us a really good rundown of what your story is all about, please. We would love to hear it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, the biggest rundown is first of all, like I said, we're multimedia. So if you listen to the albums, which are all free on our website as well, you can listen to all 40 songs. If you listen to the songs and then read the comic, you're going to get more out of it than if you just read the book. So, but if you don't read it, I mean, listen to the music, you'll still get something out of the book. It's just everything complements each other to like a big, where it just, complements and you understand it further. But yeah, the story is just about, it's in a place called Everywin, and it takes place in like a snow globe, kind of like actually at the end of St. Elsewhere. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that, but like where they pan out and it's a snow globe. Well, it takes place in like a magical land called Everywin, and it's like a combination of like times. It kind of, I guess what inspired it was kind of like the old Batman Tim Burton movies and stuff, where you had the gothic like architecture and stuff, but then you had like phones that was more current of the time, and then you had, it's just more of where everything coalesces into one time period. So there's like kings, there's castles, but there's also monsters and technology, but also like you might see somebody using like an iPhone, but then right beside them, they're using a dial-up phone or like an old phone, like a rotary phone. Mm-hmm. So it's just all these time periods coalescing into one thing. And the characters, the first couple issues is about the characters like battling with what they struggle with themselves. So like the first one might struggle with lust, the second one pride and envy. The next characters sloth and greed. So the point is just, overcoming the things that we put in ourselves that we let overtake us instead of like helping people or loving people. Sometimes we become so about ourselves that we can't see anything else. So it's about overcoming those, your own personal demons, and they're literally manifest themselves as monsters and stuff. And it's kind of a callback too, like if anybody checks out the books or the videos that we have on YouTube, they're free. We've got like a video serial where there's going to be 21 episodes that coalesce into each other. And if you check it out, you'll see that it's very much kind of the process of what's new, old is new again. It's a throwback to like the early Hollywood stuff. Like, so our videos are called like the video serial because it's in the style of the old Republic movie serials. Anybody familiar with those? Mm-hmm. And so,
I'm sorry, I'm not.
It's just like they made the old Captain Marvel, Batman, Captain America, a whole bunch of, that's where the Rocketeer.
Oh, okay. All right. My apologies.
Stuff like that. And where they used to appear before the actual movie at theaters back in the 40s and 50s, and they sometimes call them the cliffhangers. And anyways,
love those.
Yeah, and anyways, there's also a throwback to old Universal horror stuff, kind of in a way. Like you'll see, like sometimes Frankenstein motifs or monsters or stuff appear in our stuff, and it's just trying to make what is old new again and fresh. Like in this book, you'll see like a alien creature, but you also see like a pirate creature. You'll see like a Frankenstein-like monster, and then you'll see a robot like as tall as like an X-Men Sentinel. It's really just trying to mix all these genres to tell an epic story that engages people. And like I said, if they just read the comic, I think that they will enjoy it. But if they read the comic and then listen to the music or watch the videos, I think you'll get even more of I just think you'll get a more fulfilled experience. It'll still be fine without it, but if you do it all together, it's going to just give you a plethora of more information, if that makes sense.
So you're trying to do a more immersive experience.
Exactly.
By crossing everything together with one another.
Yes, and they're all at separate, I guess, universe, you could say. But just when you see it in another media, you might be like, oh, I didn't catch that in the comic, but I actually understand more what they're saying. And that's why we believe that people are very visual. Like a lot of people, they don't read as much novels anymore, but they, like you get graphic novels, or you get everybody streaming on Netflix, Hulu, all these, streaming platforms, HBO Max, all that stuff, Amazon Prime. So people will put in the time if you make quality. So we've tried our best to make it as quality as we can and an immersive experience enough to where people want to keep on coming back. And that's why we also did the layers of it, where if you read it once, you're like, okay, that's a cool, good and evil story. If you read it a second time, you're like, oh, there's something deeper here. What's that about? And so where the multiple readings or multiple watchings of any of our stuff, hopefully you will keep on gaining something new every time for quite a few views until you finally catch it all. That way it makes people come back to it. And I just believe that if you see it and you hear it, it's a more, immersive experience than if you just see it or just hear it. So that's another reason for the multimedia stuff, if that makes sense.
Now that speaks volumes to me, because you're crossing multiple, to me, genres all in one image.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and like you'll notice that it's all kind of branded too. Like everything's black and white with just a douse of red and stuff. And that obviously comes from, I guess, if you look at it from a spiritual aspect, it's like you got black and white, right and wrong, good and evil. Then you have like red, which most people associate, like if you're a Christian or a believer, like the blood of Christ that cleanses you and, takes you to the white and all that. Well, but if you're not, you just see it and you're like, well, that's cool. It's a branding. So if you look deeper, there's things in there, but if you don't, it's still an experience to hopefully catch people's eye, hopefully keep people entertained, and hopefully to stand out from the crowd. Like we've been blessed. We're getting to be in a couple of, local stores, obviously, and talks with people in New York and Texas and California, trying to get like physical copies into these bigger markets. And the one thing, when I've sent them to people, they said, well, actually, whether people like it or not, we don't know yet, but it does stand out on the shelf because I guess the pop of color, it kind of pops to them. So that's helped us a great deal so far, and hopefully it will continue to in the future. But again, it's got a meaning, but if nobody catches the meaning, hopefully it still catches their eye, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it catches the eye because of the different genres. And when I say different genres, I'm up here, it's like you got pirate, you got modern day, you got sci-fi.
Yeah.
All in that one image, and it is intermingled in such a way where the blast from the spaceship is hitting the regular pirate ship with a possible invader hovering over where the blast is at, and you have two regular people about to get ready to challenge that concept.
Yeah, and
that's the way that I'm perceiving it, and that's what I'm saying. It's like what you just said is very intricate in that, because it's like if you don't know what you're talking about, from what I'm seeing, it's like, that's an interesting concept here. It's like those three things don't really generally mix, but you're mixing it well enough to catch my interest in that.
And see, this is why I follow Joe on YouTube, because of insights like this. You gotta really respect a man who has such keen eye for literally any aspect of the art put in front of him.
He did awesome. Like that's exactly what it's supposed to do. He nailed it. So,
I've been a subscriber for him for about 8 months now, I think, or 6 months now, something like that. So
he really broke it down.
It's been a while, maybe longer than that now. Actually, it's June.
I found out that I have a very weird talent, and that's because of what some other artists have done to me. and that is they would sit like a page. I will have no clue what they're writing. They would sit like a page in front of me, and I will come up with a story like that.
Man, well, that's really cool. It's a talent in itself, and something else that I hope people will get at too. Like again, like I said, if people want to support us, we don't do like a Kickstarter, GoFundMe, or anything. We want to make sure that people know that our intentions are pure. So we're just if they want to support us, they can buy our merch. But we understand not everybody has a lot of money or anything like that, so we get that too. So all of our music is already free online on our .com, and actually our comic book. They will be free here shortly, like on our Instagram and actually on our website. We're going to make it to where they can read it. So people that, don't have the advantages. I mean, gas is expensive right now. And so people's like, man, I'd like to check that out, but I don't have enough money really. So we're going to make it all free online. So again, if they want a physical copy, we're not rich. Like I said, we sold stuff to even get this stuff printed. So we can't send, out a whole bunch of copies to people. We would if we could, but what we can do is put it online for free so people can read the story, give us feedback, say, do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you see anything deeper in it? Or did you like it just as entertainment? So within the next few weeks or at least the next 2 months, all 3 issues will be on the .com to where they can check it out for free as well.
Can I offer a little insight too?
Oh,
this
yeah,
is just
please.
For distribution and such. Drive-through comics, drive-through RPG, the whole drive-through thing. One of the things that they do is they have a setting that you can place your digital content on for pay what you want, which allows people to download your stuff for free. And if they want to make a contribution for that, they can do so. So that's a nice way to offer it at a free level and still have the way to, let the people who really enjoy it support it with a small donation if they choose and if they can afford to.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
So I think that, as long as you don't have like exclusive digital distribution deals somewhere else, that's a really valid way to help, kind of recover some funds to go into your next issue or to, perpetuate issues beyond that as well.
Oh no, I think that's a great idea. I wasn't even familiar with that.
Yeah.
And you said it's called one more time, just so
drive-through comics.
Drive-through
it's
comics.
Also drive-through RPG. They're actually merging all of their drive-through sites into one unit right now, but they're still all active.
Okay.
We do a lot of digital business for Sinopa, and it's primarily our principal market, especially for digital because our website isn't built yet. But it also makes a real difference when we do crowdfund stuff because it makes it very easy to securely distribute digital content to our backers in such a way that they can access it. And then if they ever have to access it again in the future, it's still held in their account's digital library. And there's no monthly subscription fee or anything for drive-through. They can just pay for books at book price. And as a publisher, you have a setting that you can literally set, hey, pay what you want for this. And, you get thousands of people who will download it for free and read it and enjoy it, and a few people who will say, I'm going to get the next one and I'll throw them $1 or $2 or whatever.
No, that sounds like an awesome,
It's a really great way to make a difference there. So check it out, Drive-Through Comics, Drive-Through RPG.
Well, I definitely will. I got to learn something today, so thank you very much, and I think that could be very beneficial. So thank you, and I just appreciate everybody, taking a look at the stuff and the platform. And Pops, I appreciate you for having a show like this because without you. Don't have a platform to go out and promote and to show people, what you're doing. So thank you for that as well.
I just want you to know there are a bunch of shows like mine. Okay, Joe D runs a show. This guy below you runs a show. I have a friend, RJ Carter, Critical Blast, runs a show. He's kind of a broadcasting partner, more or less. Tank in the chat right there. When he gets a backup, Tank runs a show. Geez, there's so many. Chris Evans and Sim run a show, and there's just a bunch of us, man.
Dojo Kun, it's a whole bunch of us out there. Nina and Daphne Rage.
Well, thank you.
Legion Network. There's just a bunch of us that do this. You just got to get out here where one of us sees you, and we try to make sure everybody else sees you too.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'll probably after the live feed, like later tonight, after when it posts and is we can rewatch. I'll probably be going back through and writing down all the names that you said just to send them solicitate to see if they're something they're interested in. So thank you so much.
What they do is they promote indie comics.
Yeah.
And that's there's quite a few of them. Dark Gift Comics that also do music shows like. actual, they're playing their instruments and they're doing, you know, like taking turns doing songs, but they got comics.
Yeah.
We got people that do animation, music, comics, all three of any combination of the two. Just tons of different things going on. I don't know if anybody told you about the group.
Oh no, nobody's. Again, this is the first time I've had the pleasure to be here. So
we have a group on Facebook called the Comic Related Madness.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And that's where everything what we do, where it all originated from. I do a monthly online con, all kinds of stuff, man. This, the network is alive, man, and it's all growing. It's growing side by side with a lot of other networks. That's what we do. We promote each other as networks. I'm not in competition with Joe D and his channel. You see what I'm saying?
I do. I get it.
People. He sends me people. We try to make sure everybody gets seen. We don't have the same audience, so we try to make sure people get seen across and down the line, so that's what we do, man. We'll make sure that you get seen.
Well, and thank you very much. And we are literally trying to pour everything we can to be as diverse and as different as possible, and try to, like I said, comics and we got a magazine, and we have like I said, music, videos, and here's actually even the card game. I guess that's
okay.
But yeah, that's the package. But it comes with a piece of die. It says death on 5 sides, and one side says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says life. And it just, and we got a song about it. It's like, how will you roll your die? And we got a song about it, got a t-shirt, but it also plays into the card game to where if people's interested in stuff, this is more of a companion piece to like the videos that we're putting out. And it just, it's got a lot of cards, and it's more of just an interactive experience where hopefully people will enjoy. And then by the end of the year, there'll be a board game that coincides with the comic book. So hopefully, again, if people like us, they will continue to come back, keep on checking out the stuff, and know that there's always going to be something more. The first of the year next year, there'll be a stop motion project, and we're just keeping on trying to move forward. And there'll even be like a live show thing, like where there's like pyro and stuff like that. So I mean, like for the music portion. So as soon as I heal up and stuff, which again, give all thanks to Christ for, because I'm doing really well, like better than the doctor thought I should be. And so all that is praise to Christ for allowing that and making that happen. And again, I'm just happy to be here, and thank you for letting me share the comics. And if anybody wants, like I said, support us, they can purchase a comic online. But if not, they can, when we get them up, they can check them out for free. Or I'll be trying that drive-through that I can't see your name right now because my
I'm Sam Quinton with Snowball Publishing. So
well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And again, thank you guys for having me on. Was there anything else? Hopefully I didn't talk too quick and everything made sense. Trying to squeeze it all in.
I would add that though some people might not be comfortable with leaping into getting involved with trying to crowdfund projects, I will point it out that crowdfunding also serves as a good way to grow your audience. Because the conventional wisdom is like, you crowdfund that you have like 1,000 followers or something on something. I think I had four Twitter followers when I launched my first Kickstarter campaign in 2017.
Man.
And we've done now 17, I think we've fulfilled since then.
Something like that.
A lot. Yeah, it's a lot. About to fulfill another one. About to fulfill 2 more, I should say. But yeah,
congratulations.
Don't be shy about that.
That's excellent.
Expand and grow your audience, because you can find new people who will appreciate your work. And especially with music in particular, when Kickstarter used to have Kickstarter Live, you would have a lot more musicians and singers who would perform on their campaigns and sell CDs and tickets to shows in certain locations through their crowdfunding. And it was a fantastic mechanism to have like little private shows out of people's garage. It was absolutely fantastic. But now you would end up having to record it from some other service and then just post it into it. It's still really well working. Joe's project.
Yes.
4 hours left, Joe.
4 hours.
Wow.
You made it, Joe. Congratulations.
Yep, I made it. This is what I'm batting. What now? On what 4 for 5?
Something like that.
Well,
That gets you in the Hall of
On
Fame.
Kickstarter, you know, it's like you know, just to be an example here. It's like, don't be afraid to fail, because I have actually failed at crowdfunding. Because, you know, most of my experience is with live shows and going from show to show to show to show, and you know, behind the scenes with having your own website, being on Comixology and all this other stuff. Crowdfunding was, you know, very, 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 very new, and this is like my third one for Amazonia funding. I had one for Primetime Saturday Night Fun, but I also failed on Primetime Saturday Night once before. So yeah, 4 for 5 on the Kickstarter platform. But overall, I'm like 4 for like 8 or something like that, because I've been on other platforms trying to do this stuff, and sometimes it just doesn't work. But don't get discouraged. The thing here is that you have to curate that experience for those people who love your stuff on whatever platform that you're on. Meaning that when I first started out, it was awfully hard to curate an experience for brand new people who are already out here on Kickstarter, because I'm up here, you know, with my mentality is like I'm approaching it just like how I would approach a regular comic book show or convention, and I have to understand that Kickstarter is a different vehicle. Indiegogo is a different vehicle. They have their set ways of where people look at your stuff, and you have to engage in those aspects here. And sometimes you have to bring people that you normally communicate from other areas over to Kickstarter to get that, you know, vehicle talked about a little bit more here. And I consider this one a blessing, because there's a lot of firsts that happen in this campaign, and I'm just grateful to everybody that helped. I'm grateful to Pops. I'm grateful to Daphne and Nita. I'm grateful to the Rising Tide Never. I'm grateful to everybody who helped me get to this point here, because not only did we hit goal, we got 4 times what we normally would get. Yep. We hit brand new highs and backwards and all this other stuff. And it just...
do you have a countdown planned for later tonight?
Yes.
There you go, Joe.
Yeah, at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on my channel. Well, I'll be doing... If people kept twisting my arm, it's like, you have to do it. It's like, you got to make the time to do it. Because I was trying to do it on Saturday just to say, hey, you know, I'm here. You know, we go, oh, wow. We got another one.
Yeah, I figured this time I would actually get a print copy, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sam jumping in.
I had a little extra. I saw last week's update, like update 6, update 7, something like that. I'm like, I gotta make sure I get a print copy this time. So
now thinking,
Nathaniel, I wanted to
thinking about print copies, it's like I do have the 4 that we are actually doing as of right now. And on top of that, because we hit the $2,000 mark, you're also getting the C2E2 2019 Bombshell Comics version of Amazonia #1. You're getting the version variant that Elaine Haygood has done for us for free. All this stuff, you know, was the C2E2 one was the $2,000 back ago. The Elaine Haygood was because we hit goal within 56 minutes.
Oh, nice.
We already have the stickers and the keychain already unlocked. So all that is coming to you as of right now. And like I said, with these 4 hours, if we get to 3,000 for some miracle reason, one way or the other, the Kickstarter variant for issue number 6 of Amazonia come to you for free. I believe in getting people free books instead of, you know, trying to come up with all of these different doohickeys and stuff, you know, as a thank you. Because to me, it's like, if you're a fan of the book, you should be able to be rewarded with variant covers, such as like the Wilkes one that's out there as of right now.
I love that one.
Or the Steph Wilson one that's out there on this campaign. And like I said, he, you know, it was a surprise that he was wanted to do this series here after showing.
Wait, you got Steph to do a background? How'd you get to do that?
I just said keep it simple. I just said keep it simple. Just put some police tape back there. That'll work.
All right.
He was like, sure. He was like, sure, okay. And I was like, and then I saw his comment about backgrounds and how publishers want these backgrounds. Like, was I that bad? He laughed. He's like, no.
No, I'm like, I need this in the background, this in the midground, this in the foreground, everything. I'm terrible like that. I know.
No, I'm just up here. It's like I look at covers. It's like, when I give the artist, it's like, go for what you know. And he showed me what he was doing. It's like, okay, have you thought about a background? And he's like, normally I don't do backgrounds. It's like, well, just put some police tape back there. We call it even. And he did it. It worked.
There you go.
And then we got the Daphne Lay's version variant as well. So, Daphne Lace, this is the first time that she also worked with this campaign after, reading the series. And she's really delving into this more so than anything else. I mean, she's like really, literally paying attention to everything. So we got.
I want to say goodbye to Nathaniel. And
oh yes. Oh, I didn't know that he left. I just saw him.
Make sure that. Well, I was talking to him in the, in the box. He's like he had stuff he had to go do, but I wanted everybody to go check out Tomorrow's End. Listen to the music. If you like it, then you might like the comic that's associated to it.
And guys, come on!
I do want
Amazonia. Back Amazonia. Come on.
Yes. I do want to say this about Nathaniel. Nathaniel is going in the right direction because most musicians who I know that has comic books, what they try and do, they're going to try to cross that IP with all media. So that means if he start doing music videos, you might see some of the stuff from the comics in the music videos. The whole thing about the card games and everything. He's forward thinking. That stuff it may end up making a bigger splash than what you think. So pay attention to his music. Pay attention to the comic book because you never know where you might see either one or both pop up anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. And this one, Amazonia, y'all got to check it out too.
Yes, I mean, like I said, you got 4 hours, so you don't have thinking time. You don't have much thinking time. It's like either jump on the bandwagon as of right now because once this is over with here, I'm going to fulfill to those people that backed. And some of these variants you may never ever get another chance to get unless you see me either at a show or somewhere else. Like for example, there might be other incarnations of this one coming.
Gotcha.
So I have to like kind of be like, what can we do to get people to really be charged up and everything? And as an
I love that cover, Joe, man. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, this is Victor Wilkins. He's an unknown. And I like promoting people who are not known. He has done other images and covers for us. And people don't realize that who he is and where, that he's available. He's a struggling graphic artist who works right now in retail. He would rather be doing stuff like this for money than to work retail.
He knocked it out of the park with that cover.
Yeah, that cover's badass.
Just the anatomy, the proportions, just everything about it is just spot on.
And I'm trying to get him to do more. I'm trying to get him to do more and everything. And he sees that I'm trying to push his artwork further. I'm actually not just like, oh, can you do this for me? Pay him, and I'm sitting on. No, he's seeing me at shows where I'm actually putting his stuff, into the forefront, doing buttons and posters and all this other stuff, and seeing his artwork in covers and everything, and having people come up to him signing books and everything to that magnitude. That's what you got to do for the unknown to get them out of their shell. So you want to be seeing more of him in issues to come here. Oh, yeah. And as another update, and I'm going and Pops, I'm making mention of this as of right now on your show. We are getting into the graded comic book game too. So you're going to eventually see CGC certified copies of our variant covers coming soon. Nice. Where you can buy it directly from us, or you might actually see them on future campaigns, where you can get a CGC certified graded copies of our books as a part of campaigns or when we're at shows and everything to that magnitude. Just got a recent update from CGC. The 26 that I sent so far for grading, They're in the grading and encapsulation process here. So keeping fingers crossed, we might end up having them back probably sometime in September.
All right.
Mhm.
Cool.
So
What's up? Good stuff. We got good stuff. Comics catering in the chat. What's
there, yep, good stuff. What's going on? So
yeah, our 5:30 guest is in the backstage.
Yes,
the backstage area.
who's the neophyte? Who's the new neophyte? I did my stalling for the moment.
I'll go ahead and make some space open then, guys. Joe, always good to see you, man.
Yes.
Guys, if you haven't yet, come out, come to Desk of the Small Press Publisher, subscribe on the YouTube channel, because this man needs to be getting 400 or 500 views video before the end of this year and 1,000 plus next year. So let's make that happen. Back Amazonia, back Necroholic, and until I'm back, I'll catch y'all.
Peace. Talk to you later, Sam.
Talk to you later, Sam, and let me know if you need to jump on the show. Let me know. We schedule a time. We have you on there.
Oh, thanks, brother. Thanks. I'll reach out to you. Okay.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay, Jason. You made it. That's the whole thing. You made it. You made it. You're here. You're okay.
How am I supposed to follow that last guy with what I've got? And this was the best of me before, and he sure as hell is now. Oh, hell. Well, it was nice talking to everybody. Y'all have a good one. Pops, maybe next time. No. Oh, God. All right, well, nice to meet everybody again. Pops, I'm glad you're back online. This Monday, got this ended up a launch party.
Yeah, it's kind of in and out. I don't know what's going on with the audio.
Yeah. It's almost like it's a small little microphone problem.
Is it?
Now it's better. That's better.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good. Yeah. So like I said, it's good to have you back, Pops. After that bad storm, I'm a little feeling weird getting ready to talk about my Kickstarter here after that last guy. It doesn't seem like it's going to go.
No, see, look,
I'll compare yourself to other people.
We cover the spectrum.
Well, they know what it is. So, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's kind of I don't mind it. It's just, following a book called Daughters of Lord Satan after being with my man going through the cancer and stuff. It's kind of rough. But anyway.
Like I said, we covered the whole spectrum of
We going from one end of the spectrum straight into the pits of hell on the other. Let's do it.
Well, that's why we put Amazonia in the middle. So we had a little
exactly.
Every time I heard the word blast, I kept thinking, "Oh God, just let's." I feel so guilty. Okay, no, we're doing good. We had a great launch. That day we first week, I think. What are we at to, Pops? We're at 4,200.
Yeah, I gotta reshare that. Hold on, keep talking. I just gotta.
Yeah, it's the best launch we've had so far, and the reason is this has been my best one. The first two I did, they were good, successful. But what I did over time as I started learning more, learning how to do more high definition stuff. The video that I did. Pops, if you want to play the video, you can, but I want to give you a heads up. It is copyright free. I did get the permission for one of the songs on here because I refused to put this video teaser up unless I got to use a specific song that plays at the second part of this video. The first part will be just kind of like some music to a quick catch up of the second one, and then a little just to me, I think it's a pretty kick-ass video for the end part. I've been pushing it on everybody as much as possible. Right. So, but it is got a good copyright-free song. It is playable. So if you want to hit that and check it out for a minute.
All right, we will do that. I got to review. Hold on.
disagree. Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be like you.
Yeah.
I like it.
Man, I worked hard to get that one done and had to go through a process to get the copyrights to be able to do that one. Yes. So remember I told you the last time we spoke, the name of issue 2 was Priest, Pricks, and Flying Dicks.
Yeah, I remember.
There you go. Yes. So that would have been the reason why. So we find out in this one that one of the big plot twists is that Beelzebub, who was basically the son of Lucifer, is brothers with Jesus. And issue 4 will explain how that happens. And we found out that it was Lucifer that wrote the Bible, because he explains how the one book that's supposed to bring everybody together for love, peace, has caused more wars, dissension, more murders, and anything in the entire world has been the Holy Bible. So the story premises, story, not facts, is that when Lucifer had people write the Bible, he made people to believe that God wrote it so he could cause all this dissension and all this distrust in the world so he could keep it the way he wants it. And then we're going to slowly find out how that happened with the next 2 issues, and we're going to find out really what the purpose of these 3 girls are that he has entrusted with these powers and that work with his son. So that's up. This issue here will be the introduction of the final 2 girls completely. It's a good, fun 38-page one. And here's the cool thing with this one. I do see a lot of people that, good for them, doing like reward packages where you can hit goals and, you get these new little free things on it. I gave all the free shit away already. So basically, if you spend $25 or more, you get a set of our first print trading cards. $50 more, you get the hologram cards. Almost every single package comes with something free. This first one, the one that we did, a regular cover, is a throwback to the movie poster from the 80s that I told you about, Urban Cowboy. Mm-hmm. It's an exact duplicate of it with Malphine in it, or right now it's just Allison. It also comes with a double-sided plastic card, free. We don't do stretch goals here, so there's no FOMO with me. And the cost for a lot of them, I dropped the prices dramatically so everybody can be able to afford anything. These pinup covers that we're doing by my guy William, he did this. So this actually includes 2 covers, and they're all limited to just whatever orders there are. I don't print extras on the variant covers. Been getting a lot of people asking me with this one if they can get the first issue, first print. I keep telling them, I was like, I wish I could, but I printed 250 of the first issue. We sent out what they got, and I got a handful left that I'm going to put in these black box editions that come with only 25 printed of these holochrome covers of the first cover. This actually comes with 2 covers, the sketch, the Clyler one, and a postcard we did. We're doing a set of 3 of each girl. That's the second one. And then this one, my man Marcella, who does the entire comic, And he actually this was a scene that we had cut out of the original comic. You'll see when you read the issue 3, but we decided to make a cool cover out of it, and he did a pretty good job of it. I think he's got that J. Scott design down to a T. This is the sketch cover for the one that we offered on the last one. For this one, this is issue 2 actually, and it comes with the postcard with the sketch cover for those that didn't get the sketch cover on the last one because we didn't have it available. So I'm offering it here at a discounted price. And like again, I do want to give a shout out to my man Marcelo. He's finally got his own company up and running called Pencil Blue Studio. And if you're looking for any good artist, he's from Brazil. These guys, they work hard. They're very affordable, and if you go and check it out, he's got a whole list of guys that draw. As a matter of fact, I got one right now doing a new series that we're about to launch called The Adventures of J.P. Cummings. So we're going to have a new mini series coming, and then after that, we're going to have a couple more series coming following, the release of issues 4 and 5 of Dolls. These are all the covers packages. Like I said, dirt cheap for everybody. I'm trying my best to make sure that everything's affordable. I quit all that $35, $40, $50, $80, $100 covers things. These are the free cards that you get if you end up spending $25 or more, which is, just a drop in the bucket. So if you end up spending that, you're going to get all these cards for free, along with all the other free stuff. And if you end up spending $50 or more, I printed up and had them do at that place y'all were talking about, Comics Wellspring. 5 stars for a reason, man. The guys, they can print anything, and haven't had any issues. I know we've had some mishaps with our email, but man, customer service is on point when they want to get a hold of you. You ain't got no problems getting your stuff. So I see a lot of other guys on Kickstarter, a year into after their thing ended, saying we're still trying to find people to, publish our book. And I was like, Comics Wellsprings gets me my shit within 2 weeks, so I don't know what their problem is. So, but here's this retail package for some people that do that. I got a guy in Augusta Book Exchange. He's got some of the first issues, first prints. So if anybody goes on Facebook and looks up Paul on Augusta Book Exchange, you can actually give him a quick Facebook Messenger and ask him if he's got any left, because I know he's still selling some on the shelves for cover price, which is about $10. He said he'd get them to you. This is a cool one. Now, this one here I came up with right before we launched. It's called Choose Your Fate. Basically, I've seen a lot of people say if you want to be in the comic book, we'll draw you in it, this and that. And you end up being a spectator on the sidewalk on some of them. This one here, I've actually got where you actually can pick whether you want to be on one side or the other in the next 2 issues. And you send us a picture that you want to use, and you can pick your own name out, and you will get the issues that you're in for free. And if you choose the big tier, which is 1,000, you will actually you'll get the next 6 issues, and you'll also get a variant cover done and your character's design with your character's name on it done for you. So I'm giving away all that I can for everybody. And there's different tiers you can do. Maybe somebody that gets into a fight with the girls or with one of Lucifer's demons, and we'll slaughter you up if you wish to do that. Whatever you want to do, we're going to do that. So I'm making it interesting. So not only can you be in it with your actual face, you get to pick your own name. And if you do the big one, you're going to get a variant cover in your character's design. And then the black box. Now, there's only 5 available on here, but the reason that what I did was I ended up saving a few of these issues back, because this black box, which I got the very first one right here, we've sold a few of them. But what it is that it's got every single cover and issue from issues 1 and 2 in there. And then there's this one thing that I ordered back when the first issue came out. It was a full holochrome cover of the very first issue that is right there, the big one, and there's only 25 of them. There's not any more, and they only available in the black box books. So if you order this book, not only do you get all the covers, the variants, the sketch covers that are extremely rare, but a very rare holochrome cover that there's only 25 in existence, and And like I said, I'm sorry. I just don't print more stuff up just to print to sell. It ruins the value and the collectability. I'll do what I can to find stuff for you. But I know there's a new, have you heard of this, Pops? It's a new, instead of Comixology, there's this new site that started up a year ago called Comics or Global Comics.
Mm-hmm.
I got a global comic site that I started up, and my man Lee got his books up there under BLB. His old comic that he did, he got the rights for, and he's re-releasing it over there, and he's trying to get his Kickstarter, and he did some new covers for it, which are badass, man. He did some good throwback covers. And then he's also got some stories he wrote, he's put on there, so you can go over there and check him out, or if you want to catch up with some of the issues, I'm publishing them over on the Global Comics site. And they're just for independent artists and comics. They don't have Marvel, Image, or DC on it to kind of steal the thunder. They stick strictly for just independent guys. And like I said, it's been a good opportunity to get out there and do it. And they actually let you promote your Kickstarter over there too. So if you got a site set up for Global Comics, you can actually share links, and they'll let you put your Kickstarter information up there and sell your books. So cool. It's pretty good.
I was looking into them recently.
Yes. At first but I can't complain about it, because when I say it's not user friendly, I can't even share a screen. Right, Pops? I mean, I'm not user friendly with computers at all. And this is like the best. The first time all you saw was my goddamn ear in the camera. So those are the best, and that was all that people saw of me. So this is, to me, I'm winning right now, even though I can't figure out how to share the screen yet. But yeah, they and also they have an actual direct connection to Reddit, your Twitter, your Facebook, and Instagram. So everything gets shared through them. They're not those people that are like, you're not allowed to have any other type of format on our site. They let you do whatever you got to do to get it out there, and
that's madness.
Yeah, you don't get that. Yeah, you ain't gonna get that with like with your Facebook these days and shit. I mean, you put something up that says Instagram, you blocked for a week, right? So whatever.
I just keep doing what I do. That's
exactly.
I found out that the pages aren't as good as a group. Okay, not for promotion, because the pages are a money trap. They want you to pay for ads. They want you to grow. They want you to grow through them. They want. You join a group that allows you to self-promote. It's what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, like Facebook, you got your groups. I do the independent comic things are good, but other than that, every time I log on, boost your views, boost your sales, like boost my ass, quit bothering me about it. That's all they ever try to do is like that. And then, no offense to these people that do it. I mean, I guess to some people that really want to get help with it and stuff like that. But, Kickstarter, you'll get flooded as soon as you launch with emails of people like, I can do this for you, do that for you and stuff. And no offense to them, they can do what they got to do, but
I email nobody. I don't email anybody. I do let some people know, hey, CromCon's coming up. If you want a spot, that's about as I mean, I don't beg people to come on the show. I figure if they want to come out here and get in front of the audience and show us what you got, we're here for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been going around like really pushing the broadcast a lot. We got a lot of people like my man. I think Paul said something to it from the comic book store the other day, because I was up there picking up some supplies, and I know he's familiar with it, and I think he might be on right now. I'm not sure, but I know Marcelo is. He's on it right now. Oh, he got some more pages done. They're doing some more with the new miniseries that's really going good. This miniseries takes place in 1945, and it's one of those old. It's really good. It spent me a long time, and it's a large. The first one's like 40 plus pages, and the second one will be just as long. I think all I did was put a preview of it on the Global Comics thing. So, but yeah, I mean, I can't complain, man. And like I said, if you really want your story out there, I know you just got to kind of weigh the pros and cons of the cost versus, you know, what you want to make. And it's like, when I lower the prices because you want people to read it, you know, the first launch day, man, 3 hours, we killed goal. It was like almost at $2,000 because the first 24 hours, I gave every single thing that you can get besides that $200 package or the choose your fate tier away for $68 for 24 hours. That was the early bird launch. For 24 hours, if you clicked on for $68, you got every cover, every card, every holo card, the whole 9 yards. So that kind of stuff really is what really gets people in. You know, you don't want to have 200 covers. Like, I'm not going to beat a dead horse about this. And each one of them go from $40 to $100, and you get guys that's like, I don't know what to get, and then they're too scared to open it and read it. By then, they're like, shit, this thing cost me $100. I can't open and read this, and then they have to go and buy another one. I was like,
frames on the wall over there.
Yeah, framed on the wall or something. You know, I mean, I want collectability, but I also want people to buy it. It's like, you know, do I want to sell $50, $68 packages or 3 $100 comic books? I mean, you just got to do the math on that. So,
sure, Glenn, don't say hi to nobody else. Just say hi to me. I see how you are, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Glenn,
So
it's way past your bedtime. Go to bed. Telling you. He lives over there in the UK. I'm not exaggerating. It's
okay.
11 o'clock
I got
where
you.
he's
No,
at.
no. Normally he's up about this time is when normally my show takes off. If he's up here like, hey, why are you up at 2, 3 in the morning?
Man, I got people from over in California. Yeah.
Y'all go check out D.O.L.S, Daughters of Lord Satan. 38 pages, no ads, all comic. You know what's up.
Yep, and I'm going to tell you, man, if the last issue wasn't a big twister, I mean, the plot, I keep the plot interesting. That's what I told you last time I was on here. I was like, Pops, you got to read the first, second issue. It's like a jaw dropper. It's like when you find out what's going on. And then when we're going to read this one's just a good, all-out, fun book. It's nothing really too deep. It just shows the origin of the other two girls.
Right.
But the fourth one takes place completely in heaven. You're about to find out how all this shit went down. It's a great story. It's a plot twist on. Yeah.
Story, you guys. Don't freak out. It's a story.
It's a story. It's a story. Don't start no crazy ass cult saying, you know, I believe the devil wrote the Bible, all this bullshit. It's a story. And I mean, if you really sit and think about it, this Bible thing where you're supposed to bring everybody together has caused more dissension in the entire world than any book on earth. So who knows? You know? That's why I put it in there. I was like, what?
I mean, it's not just that one, okay? Belief or non-belief in any religion has caused more death than pretty much anything else in our civilization.
And spoiler alert, all of them are in this series.
All different religions.
Oh, they're all those different religions I put in this series. I'm not discriminating. I got Buddhism and I've got all of them. So they're going to see how each one of these gods actually really do exist, and they're going to see where they fit into the whole, you know, plot of afterlife and heaven and stuff. So we're going to see how all that happens. So yeah, I didn't just stick to one side to the, you know, theology and Christianity, man. I expanded it out where we're included everything, and it's going to branch off into a whole mess of shit. It's just got to keep reading and see where it's at.
Glenn just sent me a little something. He said, I can't show it to you, but I can tell you about it. Animation. That's all I'm saying.
Animation?
Hatchimation.
Oh, by the way, if you guys know anyone that actually does good old-fashioned cartoon animation, you know.
Let me stop you right there. Friday night, the opening to CromCon is an animation in comics panel. Tune in. 9 o'clock, you'll see all kind of people in comics that do animation.
Well, I think I will.
9 o'clock Eastern, because 9 o'clock my time will miss it.
9 o'clock Eastern. But if you look when I set up the shows on YouTube, it'll have the list. If you go to the event post in the Facebook group, it has the list of people that are there, so you can get a hold of them right now if it's something that you need right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, my extent of animation is what you just saw, and I was pretty proud. But I actually want a 3-minute cartoon spot. You know, like Zombie Tramp, man. He's got some kick-ass freaking cartoon videos on his, and that's when I was trying to get to something like that. But Friday night, I'll do my best on that. But don't forget, we got the Joe Fest that I'll be doing a live broadcast with you on. So I'll be up there setting that up Friday. And then Saturday, we're still on for the convention broadcast, right?
CromCon, baby.
Yep, that's, I'm hoping to get in there early so I can, walk down Tyler Main so we can get an interview with him one-on-one. I'll be over there in the celebrity alley for a little bit with those guys. And then I'm going to have to exit out. And after I do my part of the wave and whatever sign, whatever that crap is, and then I'm going over to my table. So, but yeah, I'm playing double duty. Apparently I got booked to do those appearances as well. So I'll be over there for a few minutes on that side, and hopefully I can get some interviews with those guys and let them know what we're doing. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sabretooth, that's who it is. Sabretooth, the Rob Zombies, Michael Myers, Tyler May, man. He's going to be up there. That's the guy I'm going to first.
Yeah, I got you for 4:30 p.m. Eastern Saturday.
And I went and got a killer little broadcasting camera that kills all that jitter motion, so I can actually maybe walk around if I don't get people coming up to me all the time.
Nice.
So we can do it.
So y'all go check out D.O.L.S. We have still one more to do before. Look, we got a long Monday Madness tonight. Good bunch of people out here, man. So we still got one more to do.
Pops, I'm not going to say him, but I'm going to sit back and listen to this guy if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yep. That's perfect. Yep. And trust me, this guy right here, this guy right there. I was on a show with him yesterday.
Yeah, last night.
He had a lot to say.
Let's hear it.
How's it going, guys?
I actually got to go through this, like the whole first comic, right? Or the whole first two that we went over live.
Yeah.
And pretty much went page for page through the whole thing. This is good stuff.
I'm glad you're liking it.
Dude, like really. But I seem to have lost the link. Where'd that link go?
See what happens when we go from the guy and then come to me? You see how that happened? You cursed yourself. And I told you.
Pull my screen up. I got it.
No, I wanted to get the link in the chat. There, see?
Okay, you got the link in the chat, but I thought you was trying to pull up the page.
Yeah, when you go from heaven to hell, it never works. You should go from hell to heaven, and then it works okay. That's how it's supposed to be. Man.
But I will let you do that, Joe, since you had it up there. There you go. But like I said, I got to read this and go through it. Man, this is fun. This is pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, so this is our Kickstarter for issue number 5. So we have 1 through 4 out to the public, and this is actually our first Kickstarter that we're actually asking people to kind of band together to help us out through this process. There's going to be a lot of cool merch that we're going to be giving out through the process of the Kickstarter, talking to a lot of people, trying to get as many interviews and just the words spread out, because anytime I talk to someone, no one knows I even have a comic book. So just trying to spread the word of mouth. We are a horror action adventure comic book. Think I Am Legend meets The Boys. Crude humor, over-the-top gore, but definitely dig deeper into some of these characters and how they operate.
Where can I see some of the first few that you've done? I'm interested as hell now.
Yeah, so we're actually on Global Comics and we're on Amazon.
I'm
there now.
That's where I got. That's what I'm about to do too.
Yeah, so on Global Comics, we actually have the first 2 issues digitally for free, so you can go up and pretty much read both issues for free. There we go. Beautiful.
Yeah,
that's the real reason why Pops has me here. I'm a good replacement for Phil.
But yeah, we have all 4 issues up there digitally, and if you want a physical book, you can go to Amazon, and obviously you can get the physical version. I will say is on the Kickstarter, we are doing kind of like a catch-up for anybody who hasn't hopped into the series. So pretty much you can we're going to be giving like issues 1 through 5 physically and digitally, depending on what your preference is, obviously, to read. But the important thing is just reading it.
I like that cover, man. That looks like a coming soon movie poster right there.
Yeah. So that's what we kind of we actually had the idea of like just being very different with our covers, like having it just like draw the people in, but not give away what, like the cover not giving away what the story points were, with obviously a little bit of the stories being revealed with each cover, but not enough to where you wouldn't know what the whole story is. You'd be like, that's intriguing. Let me pick it up and see what this is about.
Now, should I proceed or should I stop here?
You can proceed. I mean, these issues have been out for almost 2 years now, so you can keep going.
So dedication page here, and voila.
Beautiful. But yeah, so you're going to see when you read our issues, we always try to have a theme going or a message with each issue that we provide, and kind of have like a little bit more insight to, you know, whether it be the characters, the world, the conflict, just anything we can kind of work up to make it interesting. And this is not I will say for a spoiler, this is not your ordinary zombies. We did it a little bit different. So as you go through the story, you'll kind of see how that plays out.
And just for the audience to know, this is issue 1 that you're previewing here.
Correct.
You know, this is to get your appetite whet for issue 5.
Absolutely. And we are an ongoing series, so each issue you pick up, it's going to be a continuation of this story. Me and my co-creator, which Pops has met, Trey, he does a lot of the artwork. So this first issue, he actually did the first half. And then we kind of brought some other people on to kind of finish it out on the back half. But yeah, really exciting stuff. I mean, he killed it on these pages, and he's actually the main artist for issue 5 now. So we just got pretty much a team of 4. It's a little bit smaller than issue 1's team. I think we had about 6 or 7 people on issue 1.
I love this thing. I love the interaction between the people that are going through the stressful realization that zombies are coming.
Yeah, I have this big argument with my wife a lot because I love the zombies Walking Dead, and I love how they're always tackling everybody and they can't get away. First of all, they fall apart so easily, but somehow their jaws and teeth are very strong enough to bite through flesh. I'm not quite sure. And they hear, yet their ears are rotted away. Those things, it's like I'm trying to let go of all this so I can enjoy it for entertainment value. But after a while, I'm like, God damn, I mean, seriously? You really think these things could exist?
Yeah,
they shouldn't be able to hear, walk, or do anything because they fall apart so goddamn easy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think when you pick up our story, we don't go that route. So like we kind of came up with the idea for this whole comic. The idea was like, you have zombies, you have people, but what's that middle part of that stage? Like why hasn't someone told the story of what that middle part is? And we kind of expand on that. So we call them infected, and you'll see in these pages is they're pretty much like these rage monsters. They just want to beat the living crap out of you and just kill you. There is no like biting, no ears falling off, no no limbs falling to the ground. It is more untraditional of a zombie story.
Ooh, okay. He turned right in front of them.
Yep.
And they have no idea what's going on as yet because
absolutely
it doesn't look like a normal zombie. It's like he just turned. and you can tell in his face, it's like, okay, something's affecting. It's almost like he's tweaked out or whatnot, as opposed to being a zombie.
Absolutely. So it was always that question of like, okay, how do we make it realistic, and how do we repaint the zombie genre and give it a fresh take on it, because everybody's seen zombies, everybody knows about zombies, but what is something you can do that's new and exciting and really just modifying what you would like about a zombie apocalypse? And that's kind of what me and my co-creators set out to do for that.
And where is your partner today?
He's at work. So he works till about 9 o'clock tonight. So I'm on Eastern, so he won't be out for another 3 hours, unfortunately.
That's the real world.
Yeah.
What we're here trying to do is make sure the comics becomes their first job.
Absolutely. So that's the thing too.
Super
Is
strength. Yeah, super strength on top of that.
Yep.
So these are not your typical zombies and whatnot.
No. These are some like rage monsters that are just angry and just want to pretty much beat the crap out of you.
Sounds like the gym I used to go to with all the steroid guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, what I like in the transition between page 13 and 14 is that everything that you show up to this point is happening behind the bus. So this group of people don't know what's going back there other than these police officers.
Exactly.
It's
So
like,
it's kind of, it's like that. It's like almost being like in an elevator and you're stuck and you can't go anywhere, and the problem is just getting worse and worse and worse.
Yep. I love it. And the cops are heroic.
Yeah, it is fiction. ain't it?
heroic. That's why I mean, it's almost like lambs to the slaughter, because again,
Hey,
me and zombies, and I'm just up here. It's like you can't really shoot a zombie and expect good things to happen.
You can't tell a zombie to stop and expect anything to happen either. Come on. Please. Brain.
I mean, I don't think the average person has the right type of firepower that will stop a zombie, to be quite honest.
Yeah, no.
Communication is the key, though. I'm just saying. I don't think you're talking to him,
And when the other officers that's on the other side of the bus got attacked, that's when he's saying run. He heard it over the radio, run. And these people are like, what are you talking about? This, that, the other. And then the other people who, it's like, they're coming, run.
It's like you.
I was like, I'm up here not running. I was like, I'm up here. It's like, where's the car at the very far end of this in the end of this pile? Get in it, turn the other way.
Yep.
Get going. I don't care. I don't care how much gas is up here. Just get going. Find another gas station, get that gas, and keep going.
What would have been extra special to show that this is like a realistic thing happening is all those people that are being attacked need to have their cell phones up recording the shit.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what people do. They're shooting at everybody. Let's record this.
It's also the fact of like, okay, like there's that moral dilemma, because we always talk about like, okay, these aren't really zombies, so they're kind of like people in a way. So like, if you're gonna shoot at someone, you're gonna shoot at a person who's sick. They're not like, they are a monster, don't get me wrong, but there is that moral dilemma, like, okay, are we taking like an innocent life because they're sick, but they're trying to kill us? So it's like this fine
Man,
line.
you really are going all out on the fiction. Moral dilemma for who, Con? Shit. When did they ever worry about, should I shoot?
So that's the first person. Oh, I trip. I fall down. Now you gone.
Yes. Classic. The best.
Now this random lady gets grabbed, all weird and whatnot. It's like, here, follow my lead. He's about to he jumps over, about to grab, about to go over the bus. I don't think that's going to be the wisest action.
Just wait till you see the page coming up. One of my favorites, by the way. Our artists did an amazing job on these issues.
Mark, get out of here now.
Oh gosh. Oh no, Dad.
Is that a kid?
It's okay. No, it's Fido from down the block.
See, now here's the deal.
Ooh, that is not a good sign. At first I didn't know what to make of the up arrows, but you have to pay attention to the bus. The bus is being tilted.
It's being tipped over. Yeah. Bye.
That's how you know they got super strength.
Yep.
That guy looks like Lobo. Look.
they got super strength because it's not like they're all bum rushing it and trying to rock it. They just like hit it and it's just going.
Yep. It's just rising up. And these people are at the top, you know what I mean? So it becomes even worse for them.
That's like that. It's like you gotta jump now or get squashed.
Now the only thing missing there is license plate, bumper stickers, graffiti on the back of the bus.
Oh yeah. This is an in-suburb bus.
and one thing that city buses always have is like a really nasty black film on the back of it. Because of all the exhaust and everything just rolls right up into the draft. And just gets stuck all over the back of buses. Just stuff like that. Stuff you notice if you drive behind a bus ever, I used to, man, Phoenix didn't have a great bus system, but Minneapolis had a great bus system. Buses were everywhere all the time.
Everybody say keep running. I have not seen the police sit, everybody run.
So the cool thing
if I was an upstanding officer, I know what the first thing I would have done. And they have not did it as of yet, and now for the last page.
Call for backup.
No, you blow up that bus. It's like that bus is expendable at that point.
Yep.
Cause collateral damage to separate what's going on that other side from everybody else, and then you run.
Not only that, but they still ain't even got the heavy artillery out the trunk of the car, man. Come on, man. Where's that 12 gauge pump shotgun? Boom,
Right.
boom, 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 boom. Just clear that bridge.
They didn't go to their trunks or anything. They didn't pull out no vest or anything. They just nonchalant. It's like, yeah, just keep back. Everything is calm. This, that, and the other. And then you see the first two with the pop guns. It's like, oh, really? Freeze! Like, this is not going to get this.
It's gonna put it down. You just boom, 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 boom.
Oh no, you gotta do something to stop that many infected coming at you. You need the heavy artillery.
That's what I'm saying.
You need a machine gun, but at least with the shotguns, if you get 2 or 3 of you with the shotguns, you could have set that bus ablaze.
Oh yeah.
Got out of it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that's the whole thing, because it's like you set that ablaze, and then just before the rest of your force takes off, you send one of your cars in there and let that explode, just to further the damage to keep them at bay.
Absolutely. Well, you're trying to slow them down too. You know what I mean? Because like they're coming at you fast, so you really need to figure out something which is going to slow them down.
Fire.
Yeah, fire. Something.
Cook them. Fire. Oh, feels like a zombie and a pop gun. It's like I don't think a sharpshooter could actually do anything to a zombie unless that round is like a desert eagle or something that could take off limbs.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's also too like most zombie genres. When you shoot at them, they're almost like this bag of meat, where the bullets just kind of like stay in them, so they just keep coming at you. But like, it doesn't matter how many times you shoot them, like in the chest, they're still gonna come at you.
I mean, a hollow point bullet wouldn't do much of anything because it would just ricochet. It's not really hitting anything that is truly operating.
This is true.
That's kind of like the weird thing. But getting back to the point here, issue 5 is coming out.
Issue 5, yes. So, yeah, we're super excited. We're actually, if people go through our issues, you'll kind of see a little bit of a style change, just because we're kind of some artists kind of went their own ways, and we had to hire new ones. But this one, our co-creator is drawing. So this style is going to be the permanent style moving forward with our series. And you're going to see some kind of a little bit of, like, I would say Japanese manga influences from him. But he's been, I mean, I've been seeing the pages he's been coming up, and they're freaking amazing. They're awesome. I'm so excited for people to read issue 5, honestly.
So you're up to 21 followers for waiting for issue 5 to launch here. And approximately what date are you planning to launch?
So we're launching on July 1st. So beginning of July, and we're going to be campaigning all the way through July. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to campaign and for people to see all the artwork and everything that we've been planning to put together for this Kickstarter.
All right, let me be me. Where are you launching this at?
What do you mean, where am I launching this at?
I mean, whose show? Are you going to go out and have a launch party and tell everybody?
I don't even think I have anyone lined up right now, if I'm being totally honest. Which I probably
look at his face.
If you want to do that.
Sam,
Just saying.
look at his face. Look at his face right now.
Yeah.
Look up. Look at his face.
Pop,
He's saying,
you gotta have a generator.
I mean, we can. I have an interview. I think it's on a Friday. Is July 1st.
Yeah, it is.
So right now I have an 8 o'clock interview, 8 to 9. But we could figure something out. I can squeeze something in there.
Do you want to launch it before you go on that interview, or after you go on that interview?
I'd like to do it before. Honestly,
okay,
I'd like to do it.
A launch party at like 6 p.m.
Let me mark it down on my calendar right now. We'll do that.
And that's how it works, folks.
We talk about it for a while, and then when we get a bunch of people watching, and then we hit the button.
Yep, hit that button.
Just make sure you have a backup generator, Pops.
Yeah. We actually have a generator in the garage right now. We actually do. But I don't think we'd be able to fire up the whole freaking house, you know. It would keep the air on and keep the freezers going, and that's the important shit, you know. We threw a lot of food away. We had no power for 3 days.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that sucks.
And the way food is right now, you know that ain't no fun.
No.
Replacing the refrigerator full of stuff.
Yeah, I'm up here. It's like, you know what? I'm surprised you didn't know a place where you could get some dry ice real quick and just throw it up in the refrigerator or something like that to try to keep some of the stuff on the first day.
Was power. It took my son 3 different routes to get to work. There was power lines down everywhere. Trees, power lines. We're kind of stuck here. You know? At least for the first day, we were stuck here. You know,
that's crazy.
And it was all the way across. Like, I mean, we're like 10, 15 miles west of town, and it was people on the east side of town had no power. All the way down south 30 miles where my son worked had no power. He drove all the way down there that day to find out he'd turn around and come home.
Wow.
So, you know, I mean, it was a kind of a crappy few days, but we got through it. Somebody did bring a generator over on the 3rd day, but then we only used it for about 2 hours, and the power came back on.
I don't know if I heard, but how'd the power go out? Was it just like a bad storm?
No, the storms. We had a bunch of bad storms here in the Midwest.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
And as you can tell, they haven't fixed the cable yet. I keep
we hit that 20-minute mark for him.
Yeah. I keep freezing up. I don't know. It's like it's doing. I know it's the cable because it's like video games and everything. You'll get paused right in the middle of a battle with the boss. You come back, you're dead. Hit you 3 times while your thing was going. They better fix it, Comcast. You listening? Fix it. But yeah, if you want to do something Friday, man, on the 1st, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that'd be awesome.
11 days away.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm actually going to be starting to post some of the rewards we're going to be offering on social medias this upcoming week just to get people excited and amped. So as soon as we launch, because I hear you want to do it from the beginning. Once you start to get to the middle, it starts to, I wouldn't say fizzle out, but gets a little bit slower and then
slows down.
Yep. And then obviously at the end, try to do one more push before the campaign ends.
All right, so we're going to launch you on the 1st. We're going to start the show at 6 p.m.
Beautiful.
I'll do some graphics and stuff and make sure you got a link to the show and everything. And we'll come out about 6. Like I said, we'll talk. We'll tell people about it. We'll get the hype going and
absolutely
hit the button, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of backers right away.
Yes, sir. That's the goal.
That's the plan. We'll see how it works.
Oh yeah, right.
Having personally read the first 2 and knowing what kind of fun this series is, I'm down. I'd love to help you launch it, man.
Beautiful. We appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that.
You got to bring your partner. He's got to be there too.
I got you. I'm gonna let him know this is mandatory.
And really, any other supporters, people that have backed you solidly in the past that you want to invite out for it, it's a party. It's called a launch party.
Absolutely.
You bring people out that are excited about what you're doing, and you let them tell everybody why.
Yep, absolutely.
That's how we do it, man. So get you a couple of guests, a couple of your good supporters behind you. Have them come out too.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'll see if I don't know if he's going to be working too, but I have one of the dudes who he did a full animation for us, and he's been doing storyboards on our issues. He's my little brother. He's a crazy talented artist, and I'll see if he can make it out as well.
Does he do animation?
So we were going to do an animation trailer and hire someone. And then he kind of I told him that we were going to hire someone. And he's like, no, forget it. I'll animate it. And I'm like, do you even know how to animate? And he's like, no, but I'll learn. And then he kind of we put together this 1.5-minute animation trailer on Procreate. And for his first one, I think it was awesome.
Dude, you got to have him come out to Friday night's show on CromCon. We're doing an animation and comics panel. There's going to be a whole bunch of pros there that do this, and I'd love for somebody brand new to come out and show what they're doing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it's about. It's for people to learn and for people to teach, and that's what it's about, man. So let them know on this channel Friday night, 9 p.m. We're Eastern. We're going to be rocking some animation, comics animators, and if he wants to join us.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you know what the date of that is? Is it this Friday? Is it
this Friday? Yeah,
this
24th.
Friday. Okay,
24th, baby. It's CromCon 26. Are you ready?
This weekend.
Yeah, I'm going into con mode, Joe.
Oh,
con mode. It's that week. I got to work all week.
I'm just worried about your Tuesday when you crash.
Oh, you mean next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Next Tuesday. Yeah, because I'll be fired pretty much going nonstop till then. You know it. Yeah. Thanks you guys all for coming out. Joe, thanks for coming out. And
not a problem. I'm here to help.
Yep. Pops, I'll see you this weekend.
Say what?
I'll see you this weekend.
Yes, you will. CromCon. I'll see all of you. Sam, you just pop in sometime this weekend. Let us know you're okay.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah, I'll probably be here Sunday morning to kick everything off with Glenn and Texas Dave and all the other people that show off different stuff here.
And next Monday, Sam, since that's right before your launch, if you want to come on and talk about it again, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. Let me just. doing so many different, or talking to so many different people. So hold on. Yep, my next Monday is free, so I'm definitely down.
All right.
You know,
early or late, 4 or 5:30 or something like that. Up to you.
I work till about 5, but I could probably leave about a half hour early if need be. It shouldn't be a problem.
What am I got next week on Monday? We got.
Yeah, that's the 27th, right?
I got a 5 and a 5:30. Wow. 6? How about 6?
Yeah, 6 works.
All right. I'll just put you in there right now so we don't forget none of that. I will see you for sure. All you guys, you Brock, you know what.
Thanks. Yep. Nice meeting everybody. I'll take care. I'll see you next time.
You too, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Right.
Another great show. I had a blast.
Another one in the books. We don't know where Doc is at. You know, the Richness was here, and he got his jabs and stuff in on the people that he need to get the jabs and stuff on, which is great. We had the great Q on the line here. We had Sam here. We had Jason. We had the other guy, Nathan. Who else did we miss?
Did we miss? We had Max.
Max was on here. Yeah.
We had Max.
That was before I jumped on to take over the kind of like the co-host. But it's just like it's been one big, if I could say, kind of like I don't want to say Woodstock, so I'm going to say Lollapalooza type show.
Yeah.
It was a good warm up for what's coming this weekend. Let me tell you that. Hope to see y'all there, man. CromCon.
Pop, send me the info for CromCon too, because if I can, I'll try to pop my head in there at least for a little bit. I work this weekend, but I'll definitely try and find some time, if anything.
Cool. I got you.
All right. Beautiful.
All right. You guys have a great day. I'm going to play like 2 commercials and I'm going to get out of here.
All right. Sounds good, gentlemen.
And one of them is for that show we're just talking about.
CromCon.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Come get some.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add